everybody, JPD Minecraft here, welcoming you to another live stream on the one and only JPD Minecraft channel, where today, yes, we are continuing doing this somewhat stream session of a part 2 of reacting to my my Minecraft murder mystery content videos. So in last stream, I was trying to be dedicated enough to try to do all 5 within that session. Yeah, that was a big, was not going to happen moment, but thankfully we managed to get the first one done while we were at a legit time crunch at the end trying to get that one done. So, yeah. So for today, we are going to continue. I'm not going to go ahead and tell you how many we're going to get done, because I don't know how many we're going to get done with this, but there is some benefit good news within this stream session. So we're going to be streaming until around 3:50, 3:55, give or take, because unfortunately, as you may know, yes, I'm in a black shirt. That means that it's, yeah. If you know my concept of what I do with RL, then you will understand the resemblance of this black shirt. And that being said, that unfortunately kind of kills within the time frame. But anyway, having that being said, again, getting a lot of those out today. Yeah. Good job, JPD. But yeah, we're going to continue. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. What a disadvantage move, abandon the motor. This is the White Pumpkin Mansion. This was our second session we done within this map, which was also the second session where I did some improvements to fix certain things. Plus, there were some things that we reverted back to, such as in this second session, I did not have the night vision thing as an official thing in this map, because since I done it within first session, that was done in the copy of the map. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Maybe. Hello, Firefox. What's going on here, Firefox? I normally don't use you very often. There we go. Everybody, you want everybody to line up right next to me? Alrighty. King, I need you to go more towards the oak way. Oh, what the heck just... Oh, my freaking... Oh, okay. Not important. Hello, everybody. JPD Minecraft here, welcome you to another... Oh, my lord. I can't believe that... that thing that just fell down ruined this, man. That was a funny deal. I was laughing because this was pure quan evil genius by me. Give me a sec. Where did you fall off to? You fell off right there. Goodness gracious. And I'd have no idea what happened to the other. I think the other piece fell down. Oh, I see it. If you're curious of what just fell down, that's something I will kind of talk about within future concept of things. It's not officially ready for me to talk about, but it's something I'm putting back into play. But I need to develop my design or something with that. Anyway, get back in straight to this. But yeah, this right here was pure quan evil genius of me. I had to really stitch up my man. It was great. Also, I mentioned it in the last stream. And the first recording we did this, about how I had to put a chest on the hopper. That was not that session, it was actually this session, so my bad. But it did happen, alright? It did happen, just not in that session of recording, it was this session. So, yeah. Better mystery video on the one.
Wow. I tell you what, you got power.
Doing another murder mystery on the White Pumpkin Mansion, because, well, it's the only map right now. I'm still trying to work out the bugs. I freaking... But obviously, I'm not playing it by myself. I'm here with my... I try to kill the edit. Here with the Young Light community, especially with a new member. How you doing there, sir? Yay! Anyway, yes, indeed, we are back on the White Pumpkin Mansion. Before we begin, let's quickly do the credits, since last time we forgot to do that. Thankfully, post-edit JPD did correct that, but wouldn't make it fair without everybody being here with the credits, right? I love how I said, oh, it wouldn't make it fair without having everybody that's within today's session, be a part of the credits, right? No one comment. It was a silent moment. No one said yeah or something like that. It was legit a silent moment. And so that's how come I done the cricket sound effects with my face cam just shifting over, because I'm like, where's my responses? Where's my people responding? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
And then that was just me like, yeah. Don't listen. That's why headphones exist. I ain't gonna credit too much in this. I ain't gonna credit them too much in this. But it was so funny. But like, I'm trying to tag along here, people. Where are you?
Anyway, the map builders were the Washiar built team. And while this was turned into a murder mystery based off of Big B stats,
Just don't know about yours truly.
that is, yeah. That's pretty much all there is to it. So anyway, who do we have in the game today? Myself.
I like how King kept trying to vouch himself. I'm like, dude, the last session you got vouched. You've done a couple boo-boos. And which we talked about those boo-boos in the last session, in which some of the stuff we may have talked about within the last session is gonna come up again, okay? I'm just saying that. Now, I will admit, I made a boo-boo in this one, okay? But that was because I was trying to do it professional, the way the blacksmith crew's done it. Because again, when I'm doing these, I will admit I try to base off how they do it, because I like how they do it. It's professional, all that kind of jazz. I want to have that professionality here within these videos. So yeah.
And today we have.
And he was still when he was saying that, like, bro, you're distracting me. Shush. I'm already claiming myself to do it. You can't do anything about it. I've already said I will do it myself. You were freaking distracting me, and I'm like, come on, shush.
JPD, Micah, and myself hosting the map. We got.
At least I did that portion correct. I actually made a boo boo in one of the future recordings where I butchered the correct introduction of myself, but that's beside the point.
Mr. King of Bricks 1000. We got Scott the Cow Dog.
See, I don't know why at the time I thought it was Scott. Now, it may be because I am part dyslexic. Not really, but I have a similarity in that case thing. So, my mind, probably when I seen the SC, I was thinking that. And that's where, I made that mistake. So, Scout, yo, my bad. That was the first time of me doing this.
Do you have a better way to do
Wait, that's not his name.
And Shane, while he was technically trying to throw the correction under King, that was not the case, but it actually went straight to the Scout, which again was great. No, frick out. See, I made a boo-boo.
No, well,
Scout.
not what I was
Scout.
See, okay, like I said, I made that boo-boo. The whole outcome was I was trying to do this professionally, the way it shall be done within future contents. But I made that boo-boo, and that was on me. So, yo, my bad.
Scout. So Scout is what you would prefer. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yes.
I'm bad at butchering names, but I was trying to.
And yes, that is the Mandalorian or whatever the that game is that the your best friend's soundtrack. I blame Ethelbot for that because his editor basically uses a bit between what I'm licensed with and then a lot of stuff that's between game related, like with Nintendo and all that. And I like the tune because it actually fit perfect with this because it was perfect. So yeah.
Better job than my man here. So we got Cookie in the chat.
Not what I was
Or not in
trying
chat.
to say.
And I don't know why I said chat. Probably the embarrassment. Yeah, real bad looking on my part. Real bad looking on my part.
You were trying to do King with the.
And I'm like, I knew you were trying to do a King thing. I'm like, yeah, nice try. Maybe next time, which it never happened. I actually forgot the contrast to what that whole scenario was, but yeah.
Dodo. Yeah, nice try.
Oh, King Dodo, that's what it was.
That was not where I wanted to go.
Yeah. Fortunately, maybe. Oh, okay. I may have a plan in the future. I might have a plan in the future how I might integrate that. He's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me so much. Whatever, mind.
Next time. Next time.
And plus, with you bringing in that concept, also slow down the time for me going through the whole, credits, because that's something that shouldn't take very long. Yes, I had some issues on my behalf, but there was also some other issues. But again, not making a big deal of it, but like that's just something I expect these things to go a little bit quicker with, pronouncing who's in the name. So that way, we're not spending a whole lot of time in the intro production, but we can actually get straight into the round. Again, it was no big deal. Still funny and all, but like that's just how I expect the future content to be like. So it's easy to go by with going through the credits, names, and all that kind of jazz without having too much interference. Like if you have a little bit of interference, hey, no big deal, no big deal. But like medium size or large, it puts an impact on the intro, and that's not the whole idea. The idea is to quickly get through the intro, like what map we're playing, credits to the map makers and all that, and who's in the game. That's pretty much the whole idea and that kind of jazz.
We got Shane in the game, and we got Zala in the game.
And also, you can see that I kind of done a better job on the names, except for Zara's is very small. I'm still trying to learn how I want to perfect these. I like the idea. I just got to learn how to perfect it more. But yeah.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, are we all ready for some
sure not
murder
to kill
mystery? Make sure everybody grab their tools and then
Also, for context, this was one of those sessions that it was not Scout's Day. I still feel like the weather could have had something to do with it, but it just was perfect for the aesthetics. But anyway.
I call third.
Also, keep note of I call third because that's yeah.
I already went in. See ya.
Shane went in. He's already in there.
So he was already done first.
Going
He's the star engine. He's the star. Actually, no, Star Engine would usually get her book straight away, like before introduction and credits and stuff. But still, beside the point.
second.
How many rounds within this one? 4. Wow.
Second. Oh, he goes there, alrighty.
I'll go again.
And that's like I was like, I'll go again.
No, you
No,
don't.
no, you don't.
Kidding.
And I was trying to open the door. He's closed the door. And I'm like, ah! I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
I'm sorry. I was trying to.
Ooh, this is new.
No.
What? I don't care.
I will tell you this. I think on this one, the innocent color was a little bit more pale than the last session. I could be wrong, but I noticed that. And I like how King was just standing there doing nothing. Part of that was because he was also streaming this session as well. There we go. Mine had to think.
Earth the King.
Yeah.
We're ready. Whenever you
And I
are.
thought he was the last one, but actually no, he was second to last. Scout was the last one.
No. Hello. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go in the randomizer. I think you're last.
All right. I'm last. Okay. Oh, I'm last. All right. Perfect. Let's see what I get, guys. All right. Actually.
And I think people were also stepping in the map before. I think it was Shane. Again, not the ideal deal. Again, you don't step into the map until everyone's ready. Yes, Dodo King here was being Dodo King. That's that. Scout was new, so give him the benefit of the doubt. But you don't step in the map until everyone started. And I think he was the only one that stepped into the way. At least I'm not saying that's legitimate. Probably within later on, this kind of does have some intel that proves that he did. But I'm just saying that regardless. Like that's the whole idea.
You don't know what. Oh wait, I need pools.
Yeah.
And he didn't give us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We'd like to introduce you, Dodo King of Bricks or Dodo Bricks. Dodo Bricks. Dodo Bricks. Hey, yeah. Heck yeah. His new name is gonna be now Dodo Bricks. That's what it is. It's gonna be Dodo Bricks. No. Not official. Not official. I kid. I wind him up all the time. He loves it.
The chest.
You didn't get tools.
He's still at spawn. He's still at spawn, so he's fine.
Or the
There's always
On this side.
Yes,
Other
there's always
side.
that one person.
The other side of where
Okay.
the bows are.
Got it.
So everybody went through the randomizer.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I have it. So
Go
All
ahead.
right,
Oh,
I
so you weren't
promise
last.
Promise I won't do an emergency meeting early on.
Thank you. I think. Feel like there's a caveat to that. I feel like there's a caveat to this.
I don't want to see a dead body. No.
I got achievement for that.
That's the beauty about
Alright,
Java.
Everybody's got a pumpkin. Everyone's got tools, correct?
Yeah. Oh wait,
Yes,
we need
I'm already
oh,
gone.
yeah, I got my
Okay.
pumpkin.
Okay, make sure. Okay, tool. There's axe on that side, bows and arrows the other one. Don't
He was-
shoot there.
he
Nice
missed.
try. All right, if everybody's got tools and a pumpkin, let the games begin.
All right, guys.
yeah, I'm already
All right.
ready.
See, he called it. He called it. Yeah, he went in the map way ahead than anyone else did. Yeah. No. You're not supposed to do that. You gotta wait, man, because that's unfair. So yeah, big strike on you, man.
I have a first question. Who's the murderer?
I knew there was a gimmick or a caviar or a catch. I knew there was something.
Anyone wanna reveal themselves?
Okay, can I just say I'm glad he said he's not gonna do a murder the meeting thing, but now he's got himself a new gimmick.
Now, King, if you had said this, who do you all think the murderer is instead of asking on who is the murderer, that would have been better. Because then, you know, a lot of us can throw out our suspicion, even if it was who we actually thought it was actually the murderer, or just throwing one out there as a gag. That would have been a lot better than asking who the actual murderer is. You could have just asked, like, who do you guys think the murderer is? And that would have been better, because that one made a lot more sense. It's an actual genuine question that can be validated within the game. But asking who the murderer is, bruh, no, that just, yeah.
Oh my lord.
All right, guys. I'm innocent, okay?
And he's instantly just trying to throw out innocent. I'm like, dude, in my mind, probably past JPD's probably the same concept here. I'm like, in my head, we just started, dude. What the heck? Come on. We just set in the map, and you're instantly just trying to throw in your accusation, you're innocent, all that kind of jazz. Like, that's just like you building up a sus level. And even though you're trying to not make yourself look like sus, you're building it up.
I swear.
Oh my god.
And then this is the first time within this session he notices
I'm
this.
innocent. See? I'm gonna follow.
See, everyone just automatically, like me, Cookie, we just found that sus. Instantly. I'm like, dude, for real, bro.
You won't kill me, right?
And because you mentioned my name of who you're looking at, if I was the murderer, I couldn't butcher you because you mentioned my name. And if it was one of those scenarios where you were the murderer, if you butchered me, you would have instantly ratted yourself out. Because everyone would take into consideration the fact that you were with me, which means you had killed me. I'm like, oh my lord.
Look at these people.
Cool. You know the nice thing.
And I was legit trying to mention that in this recording session. I'm like, bro, you just kudos, man, kudos. You just messed up big time. Kudos. I like how jazz.
Now that you've just admitted if you were the murderer and I end up just dying, you got a great.
Oh.
And then he instantly was just throwing that accusation, like it's like this. It's like coming in one ear, coming out the other, and just instantly just like, oh, we want to have a ladder race? I'm like, yeah, you're not even listening to me. You're just like, forget it. I was trying to explain a good accusation here. You weren't even listening to me. And then Shane was just up here looking at me, which real funny.
Wait, hold up, JP. Hold up, wait a minute.
And this right here is what we call a stitch-up play for the jokes. The gags. It's not like it's an attempt on your life.
Oh, hi.
I mean, you gotta admit, it was funny. It was actually funny. But like me and Shane were laughing here. If we're laughing, that doesn't mean we're actually killing you. We're having fun joking around.
You know, I would call an emergency meeting now, but I'm not dead yet.
And you're taking that as you were being attacked on your life? No! That was not the outcome of that. The outcome, well, I mean, kind of. The outcome of it is actually just to stitch you up, like, just joking around.
That was not the point.
Exactly.
The point was to stitch you.
But I was gonna say, that whole outcome was not killing you. The whole outcome with that was just to stitch you up. That was it. Now, true. A lot of concepts within the murder industry, you know, we might have fun gag, you know, doing a lot of stitch ups and everything like that. While they're all jokes and all, there is a limit, a bar limit to the joke before you gotta realize, oh, you reached that limit. You need to stop before things get out of hand. And there's a future murder mystery that kind of happened by mistake, but this is beside the point. Beside the point. Continuing on.
Oh my word. Now how do I get out of here?
And then I was just aiming. I wasn't gonna fire.
Yeah.
And he seriously got gonna fire. I was like,
It's already up there.
like, I do jokes, okay? I do jokes. I know when there's a limit, I need to stop. Even if I am over advanced, trying to think what else. Savage and all, there we go. But like, I know there's a limit to jokes and all that.
Not really. I never really got to the point of actually putting some decor. Yeah, you didn't last time, but yeah, in Big V's version there was a little bit of decor stuff to it, but I never got a chance to.
So I don't remember. Oh wait, I do remember who the murderer was on this one.
Even though he had to try to put me on.
And he's still taking it like I done a attack on his life. I'm like, no. It was just a stitch up. Plus. If I have done that, I would not have killed you because the fact that there was a witness up there. Shane was the witness. And he knew it was just a stitch up gag too. So it's not like I would have killed you in that scenario. I mean, if it was me, if I was the murderer, but I wouldn't still do it anyway because the fact that you mentioned you were with me up there, I would have not done it. Which again, thank you very much, bro. That's. But still, I would have not have done it anyway because the fact, A, you stitched me being up there. B, I had Shane up there. So, you know, but the point, I'm not saying in this accusation because the fact, obviously right here, it legit says it in these beautiful green text to me saying innocent. But in that scenario, it was legit a stitch up. Bro, I'm better than that. I know how to play my plays, even though there's some things we definitely need to work on. And that's kind of the outcome with these streams as well. Just kind of point out these things that my crew needs to kind of improve on. Not trying to be rude, but even though a lot of copium is coming out of me with this session and everything like that, but that's just me pointing out a lot of things. Having it said, let's continue.
Which way you go? Left or right?
And then he was trying to follow me, and he could not find me. He lost me. And I just meant. So I find this funny.
I'm not at the skull painting.
I like how I mentioned, I'm not at the skull painting. But he didn't take that in consideration, like, wait, you could see me at the skull painting? Where are you at, sir? He didn't take that in consult. He just, like, kept trying to go back into that painting.
Oh, there we go.
I love it. It was funny.
You remember the good old days where Hank got spawn killed and
This is also, again, him reading live chat because this was a live chat session.
Roblox
Or
too?
live stream session, not live chat. There's a difference.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty
Thankfully, that won't be the thing here. I mean, if someone was to try that, oh my lord.
Phoenix has done it before. It's never had no success.
Here? I don't know about that.
There's been times I've thought about it, but then I'm like, I don't think so.
What?
I mean, the odds are not great, man. The odds are not great. I mean, it's kind of funny. It would be funny.
All right, if you're innocent, meet me in the
And he's
fire
instantly just
station,
trying to
okay?
get.
If-
He's trying to get innocence to the deal, bro. That no. That kind of bends the rules just a bit as well. Like, you could have mentioned, like, say, hey, I'm in this room. If you want to meet me, go for it. And then from there, if you get butchered, you get butchered. Yeah, I noticed that last time too. Let me try it. Let's see here.
Oh, wait.
I think Shane was dying a bit. We're gonna rewind a bit because I want to go back to that topic before I was reading live chat. But like, if you've done like this, saying, "Hey, I'm in this room. If you want to meet me, you can meet me there." And whoever shows up, you know. And again, not announcing who showed up in that room. You don't want to do that because, say, someone shows up, they butcher you. You make you call out you're dying. It then informs everybody, oh, we definitely need to go to that room now to witness to see if we can catch the murder act. You could have done it like that, but like he's like, no, hey, oh, innocents. If you're innocent, or hey, if you're innocent, meet me in this room. Like, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up just a bit more because it ends up being like so loud in these, and I have it full throttle within here.
It would be funny.
All right, if you're innocent, meet me in the
See, like, I'm like, that was me. Like, there was like, bruh, really? No.
fireplace room, okay? If
Oh,
you're
wait.
innocent.
So it sounded like, I think it was Shane in that moment we were hearing.
Shane.
Yeah.
What? Hello?
Shane.
Hello?
Oh no! Alrighty.
Oh,
Wait.
Chill.
What I
Wait. You alive? Wait, what's going on here?
I was very confused in this moment because I'm like, I hear Shane, starting to die. And then a little bit after, he's just like, I can't remember what he said, but he's like, yeah. I'm like, huh?
What's going on here? What is going on?
Alright, Cookie Zero, where are you at? Guys, I think we just had a murder already.
And then King's like, oh, I think we just had a murder. And I was like, yeah, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure neither because I'm like, there was like Shane stuff, that was where it was, getting legitimate. And then he was saying other things and it's like, what, is this death legitimate or illegitimate? I think I butchered that word. But the point is, I'm like, what?
I know, but I'm still confused because I don't know if the death was genuine. I don't know what just happened.
Exactly.
Wait, Cookie, are you here? Hello?
I'm here. I'm alive.
Oh.
Okay.
I see you behind the window. Zeros? Zero?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, you're here?
I'm also here.
Alright,
Okay.
And
are you
then-
here?
And then,
Scout?
this is when we discovered it's a fake death. Even though he was still speaking after his death, we discovered instantly it was a fake death. Now, granted, and with the beginning of these sessions, I actually never had taught everybody how they can easily change their skin. Some people do know how to do it. I still haven't made a tutorial video. I need to make one. I have not had a chance. But this is when we figured out he was instantly alive. Did not fake his death. Now, if he had changed skins, I would have probably bought it. And if he didn't say anything as well with us mentioning his with the skin he was in, again, I would have probably bought it unless whatever skin he was in. So say in this scenario, say he was in I'm gonna say Scout, for example, because Scout was the only one quiet at the time. But if he was in Scout skin, and if it was one of the scenarios where if Scout did not defend himself, saying, I'm not in this room and that kind of jazz, then we would have kind of latched on to it being Shane. But even though this scenario did not happen, but if it was the way it went, then it really would have really sprinkled some real good salmon within this outcome right here. And it would have probably been really a lot more better. But again, I get it. the beginning, this is our second session with us doing this, so there were still some things I was trying to learn and some things I did not go over. Again, it's partially on my fault, but if that was the case with this outcome, man, oh man, would have been spicy. It would have been a good, real seasoned spicy moment right here. The words are coming out of my mouth. Trying to make this seem professional in the concept, but yeah.
Ah!
Because he did change the skin, we kind of figured out instantly it was a fake death.
I got it.
Ah!
I do hear a little bit of scout there. It was a good try. It was a really good try. It was good, but there was a few flaws, and again, I didn't mention how you could rectify those flaws. So, that's partially my fault.
Man, you know, it would have been better if you had changed your skin, then we really would have believed it. I know, I need...
I even mentioned, it's like, yeah, I know, I haven't shown how to do it, and I know.
Well, that, and I haven't actually provided the way on how you can do it, so that's my bad. But hey, it was a good try.
It really was a good try, and I gotta give a kudos to my man Shane. It was a good try, alright? He tried. Like I said, it was a good attempt, but it just had a few flaws. And again, some of those flaws, there were solutions on how to work around them. I didn't mention them. So yeah.
It was a good try. Man.
I'm watching you, sir.
Wait. So
Get out of here.
I'm watching you.
So wait. Is Scout alive?
Yes. Oh, hey, I've seen
No?
the C button in this pack. Right? So this.
Oh yeah, King, when you discover that C thing, the Z, the zoom, I'm like, no, you're not supposed to use that. I forgot what mod adds it. I think it's the Essentials mods that add it. But yeah, you're not supposed to use that because, again, we're treating this like it was back then on the Xbox 360. This is back on the 360 days. We're treating it that way. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to use that because they didn't have it on 360. They didn't have it on One. I just dropped my controller. Well done me, because I was trying to show it as an example. I think it's fine. It should be fine. As I was saying, they did not have it in the Bedrock stage. So, with that being said, it should not have been used in Java. So, yes, it might be okay to use it for like thumbnail wise and stuff like that, but in game content, no, because say, for example, again, we're doing this as an example. Say you're here, and so this right here being here, and then this is being a far away distance, so like this far away. If you witness the murder that way, you can't use that C thing to your advantage because that's like helping your vision seeing someone far away distance. No. Because you gotta realize you're playing this within how you're playing it, like say with Roblox, the same concept. So that's why it's like, no, don't use that C thing. It's not supposed to be there. That I was not pleased that was a thing that came with Essentials, but hey, what can you do? And I don't know if it's also because it could be because it's a newer version of Minecraft. I don't know. Point is, yeah, don't use it. So that's why I said, yeah. He probably accidentally discovered it by pressing C on his keyboard by mistake. He'll probably admit it in my live chat right about now. But having that means it's like, yeah, don't use it because, that's just cheating. Kind of jazz. I mean, if you're face-to-face with me, then yeah, okay, fine. But don't use it to your full advantage, like if you're trying to see someone from a faraway distance. Like if you're looking at me face-to-face and just really wanting to look straight exactly at my face, then it's ideal, but yeah.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be a thing.
What?
That's not supposed to be a thing.
The zoom in feature?
Yeah, I think one of the other mods has it. I think it's the one. Yeah. So try not to abuse that. Try not to abuse it.
I like zooming on your face.
But yeah, but if you're trying to zoom,
Like I said, on my face or anybody's face, that's fine. But like if you're using it in the concept of a game, so say like example, we're standing right here, but you're looking at that door. Yeah, it's not ideal to use that zoom feature to get a better view of that door. You gotta be like in person, like body towards door. Like I would say face to face, but point is, yeah, that was the whole idea of that concept.
from far distance. That's not.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? So
Man,
don't.
can't zoom in that far, I don't think.
Yeah, but still, don't abuse it. Don't abuse it.
I can
Anyway,
zoom in
so
a little high.
all right, so Zara is alive.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Scout's alive.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And
Hello, Bangs.
It's
Bangs, you might need one in the
okay,
Whack,
all right,
whack,
we need roll call time. Roll call time. King, are you alive?
roll call.
And again, King instantly trying to tag on with the roll call. No, I'm the one that called it. So which means I'm the one that's going to handle it. You are not supposed to handle it. Now, if you were the one that called it first, fine. You handle it. But I was the one who called it first. It's one of those things. First one that calls it is the one who handles it. No one else should be able to handle it unless the first one who's handling it mentions your name. That's how that's supposed to work. I think this scenario, I know I just paused instantly straight away to say this captions. I do not want captions. I want to turn captions off. Turn those off. But in that scenario, like, he was instantly tagging on, like, dude, I'm the one that's supposed to handle it.
No. Oh, no.
We need roll call time. Roll call time. King, are you alive?
Roll call. No.
And I like how he just instantly said no. And I'm like, I'm looking at you. Plus, with you saying no, that means you're alive. And I missed my shot on that one.
I am alive.
You almost backed into that fire. That would have been hilarious. We would have had some roasted king right there.
Shane, you alive?
Uh-huh.
Cookie, you alive?
Yes.
Zara, you alive?
Again, you see, you even said Zara. You even said Zara. I'm like, I got it. I got it.
I am alive, yes.
Scout.
Scout, you alive?
And again, you were doing the same thing. Overlapping me.
No, I died.
And then he's like, no, I died.
You can't say that.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. So, I made a boo-boo in this one. So, if you're an innocent and you die, you don't say a word. But if you were the murderer and you died, yeah, say something, because we had I believe we had the April Fool's joke play on us with this, and yeah.
Yeah. Unless you were doing like a ghost expression, like
So like, let me sum it better, because past GPT kind of did some of this right. But say for example, like, we had a funny gag where, say, like, we toss, like, say a map had a whale, we toss a coin in to obtain within the ghostly spirits on, like, saying if they were alive or dead or something like that. That scenario could have been so funny, but yeah.
like say like the like last time I said the ghost of JPD can't be with you.
Which technically I was not supposed to do, but I did, because I did. Also, for contrast, in future sessions, if someone lags out, even if they're dead or not, we have to pause to get them back in, even if they're dead or not. I don't care if King was streaming that session. It makes sense having them back in, which again, I mentioned last time with how I felt about the whole streaming stuff with King on his behalf, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to talk about that. We talked about it last time. That's being said, that's that.
But try not to do it. Oh,
my
pause. So
Because you may notice how instantly I was in that one room. I said pause. Coming back, I moved. That was partially on my behalf, because somebody, I think it was King, was like, nah, let's just continue since, he's dead and all that kind of jazz. I was like, no. If anyone lags out, regardless, you have to pause. Well, whoever calls pause, which in this case, it's been me, because I'm the only one that's recording this. But having that being said, when the word pause is legit called out, everybody has to stop moving and stand still exactly where they are at until we get whoever's lagged out back in. And once we get that person back in and they're good on their end, that's when we basically just resume and go from there. That's how that should always roll. Nobody should ever keep on moving when the word pause is happening, which I think, like I said, a couple people was in this scenario, which again, naughty, that's strike. But yeah.
supposedly Scout is dead.
And because of that, the reason why I don't take when people are actually dead and when they mention it that they're dead is because that breaks the game. It has to be done and vouched by a person who's alive. Whoever's alive, if they can vouch that that person's dead, makes the legitimacy of that person's actually dead. So that's how come in this session, even though Scout a minute he was dead, but he minted it while he was actually dead, if that makes sense. That's why I did not take that as consideration. So last session, like for example, when I think it was Zara that got killed, King kept mentioning it, but like he wasn't mentioning it legitimately with the right words to make it legitimate until a little bit after the death, and him trying to say, "Hey, can I kill this person?" But he wasn't asking the question within the right set of words for us, answer that question correctly. But again, that's something we talked about last session. So if you want to check out that last session after this session, go right ahead. It is, like I said, a long one, but like I said, we talked really mainly on that one video.
Alrighty.
And he was still talking either way when he was dead, and he actually finally came back from this point, or did he lag out?
Yeah. Again, you gotta keep yourself muted when you're done.
Yeah, if you're dead, if you're an innocent, definitely keep yourself muted and all that. But if you were a murderer, yeah, you should have announced it.
When you're dead.
So this whole first round was a bit scuffed, but again, we had a new person, so it was one of those things we were trying to work on.
Mute yourself. Dude.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was.
That's all right.
I was
This is-
muted.
I still
was
hear you.
muted.
I still hear you. Okay.
See, it's a lot better if you have a stream deck, but even if you can't afford a stream deck, well, actually, I don't even know if this keyboard would do this because I've never been able to do this with my keyboard. I had to look into that. But I have a Corsair K55 RGB Pro keyboard. It's a membrane. It's not a mechanical keyboard. However, I may or may not have placed a order to get a new keyboard because it was on Black Friday sale. And I was like, you know what? I've been due for a new keyboard. I'm going to get a new keyboard. Of course, I wasn't going to make the decision on getting a new keyboard until I got myself a Stream Deck. There we go. So because now I have a Stream Deck, I'm getting a new keyboard. But before I ever got myself involved in Stream Deck, I got this keyboard, which again, I'm going to repeat what keyboard this is again, so that way I'm not throwing any confusion. But when I got this keyboard, which is again the Corsair K55 RGB Pro membrane keyboard, it had 6 G keys, which these are like function keys. You can program them what the heck you ever want to do them, or what the heck, what you actually want them to do. Sorry. My sentence are not coming out today. I apologize, but yeah, there were 6 keys. So you can have these keys do anything you want. Say like you wanted to open up a specific program, you can do that. Say you wanted to do stuff Discord, which again, I need to fact check that because I never could confirm if that was the case with these G keys, but that's beside the point. But what I had used these G keys at the time, a long time ago, was allow me to easily switch scenes within my streaming program, which is StreamLabs OBS, and I think I had used the 6 key for recording purposes with OBS, but now that I have a Stream Deck, and the Stream Deck does a lot more, I don't use the keys no more. But it's a great keyboard if you want to get into trying out Stream Deck software. It's only like a $55-ish keyboard. It may have went down in price. I don't even know if they even sell this model anymore. But it was a good starter gaming keyboard for me, and it's been a great keyboard. But I've been wanting to upgrade ever since now. I got a Stream Deck to something in the K series, but something nicer. But yeah, it's a great keyboard. Again, I would have to definitely fact check if it could do Discord stuff. I never tried it at the time. But anyway, having that being said, a Stream Deck is a great use of interfering with your Discord and all that kind of stuff. But I understand that's more in Stream Deck stuff's more kind of involved in the content creator side of things. Having that being said, yeah, let's get straight back into this.
Sir, say, why you still in the corner?
Again, my man calling out a Pacific person on their actions.
You wanna have a punching match?
I'm just sneaking up on Cookie. Oh, they're both chilling in the. They were both chilling in the maze. I was just creeping up on them.
Why are you hiding over there? Is that your hiding spot? What are you gonna do? Trap the suspect in the murder? Hey,
The commentary with King, like
I wish you were too.
Now, can I ask a question?
Going-
How badly do you wish? Do you wish
going
that you had the
Pacific to a
ability
Pacific
redemption
person.
yourself? Where
Yes.
is that's
Xavier,
how bad?
check your DMs.
and this is when Shane was trying to tell me,
Why
hey, check
me?
DMs and all that, to
What?
say,
What
hey,
are you doing?
the actual murder got
Oh,
caught and
check
all that
me.
and jazz. But I didn't know.
Proud to know that I
But hang on,
am
wait.
out for the stream and recordings.
I still love those words to this day to hear my man use Discord app instead of Discord browser. Let's go! Yes! Love them! Oh, I love them all the time.
So.
And I instantly just take my headphones off, like, just to appreciate those words. I love them. I love them.
Just take a moment
Ugh.
to appreciate
Game's
that
over, by
fact.
the way.
Oh
And
my
And instantly
Lord.
Shane's just trying to tell me, say, hey,
That
it's
is
over. But look,
a
I
beautiful
got too
sets of
touched
words that
into hearing those words from my man. I
represented
still
to
love
my
them to
ears.
this day.
Okay, guys, game's over. Xavier was the murderer.
Oh, he was the murderer? Wait, what? Oh,
Wait, did he say Zanger or Scout? See, this is where I got confused. Because I may have made a butcher in this edit in this. Again, communication needs to be a bit better, I will admit.
So what? So I did make that.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Cookie actually witnessed the murder.
Oh,
So was
So,
Scout.
I was like, what's
yeah.
It was Scout, I
Yeah,
think, in this one,
I
but
forgot to
Scout,
mention, if you
again,
are the
I
murderer
forgot
and
to
you
mention.
die,
My bad.
Yeah, announce it, because otherwise you'd be playing the
We
April
legit
Fool's
had
joke
April
on us
Fool's
when we
moment. It was not
basically
crazy
played the
long,
whole
mind
entire
you, but
game,
still.
realizing the fact the murderer was
It was
there.
April Fool's.
That was the quickest fly we ever
The thing
had.
is, I didn't know.
Oh.
Not him, though.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Alright,
So-
everyone
so-
put
bro.
fat there.
So,
Scout, you didn't go to survival, right?
Scout was the murderer, basically.
And this is me
Alright,
trying to
so-
confirm this.
Alrighty.
He was chasing me with his bow out the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like I said, your hand tools usually what you want to use to murder. Your hand tools will do more damage than your bow or your arrow.
try to use your axe. Your axe is more what you want to go
For this session, or well, not session, but I should say this map, the axe is
For,
where you want
yeah,
to go with.
And then he switched to his axe. By the way, make sure you guys put your pumpkins back in the cupboard.
Yeah, put
And people were still putting their pumpkins in a chest, and not the hopper there till after I added that chest.
your pumpkins back in the hopper.
And again, Cookie was trying to mention that same thing again, but again, I'm sorry, Cookie, I did not take those words to my mind and process them.
Yep. But
Lagging.
so who was he trying to attack? Just for curiosity.
And this was me trying to figure someone out, just to see did my changes work? Did they work? No, that kind of jazz.
It was me.
Okay, so
I didn't fix my jack.
so what, okay, so was your health thing working just fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Yes.
JP did something right. Let's go.
JPD finally done something right.
Bum 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 bum. Love this tune.
Alrighty, another round.
Again, Cookie was trying to mention the same thing because people kept putting their pumpkins in. I think it was when he just said the hopper. I'm like, no.
Alright.
Xavier, that was
And he was just trying to do a gag there, which was kind of funny, but like, I'm like, dude, the more you do that gag, the more time it takes for us to wait in line to get inside to do our role. I mean, it's not like I didn't like it. It was funny, but like, there's a like I said, with the jokes, even if they're harmful, there's a limit to said joke. When you reach that limit, you gotta stop, otherwise things get out of hand.
smart play.
And that's why I was like, okay, we get the goat concept, right? Just get your book or pumpkin, whatever it is in this.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
Alright, alright, one more time.
Shane just goes in there that just butcher the man with the fist.
Wow.
Alright, got me.
And then I got confused because I thought two people were going in because with that whole punchy surround thing, I'm like, what's going on?
Go away.
It's like, go away! I laugh at her at that.
Oh, not yet.
And I thought he went inside in there too, but no, he walked around and Scout just went in. And I'm like, oh.
Gentlemen,
And that's why I said gentlemen, because I thought there were two people in that randomizer room. No, it was just
Good.
Scout. Ooh, lights back there.
I got it.
Because I go in there and it's like,
oh,
oh.
wait, wait.
Because I'm like, where did Shane go? But no, he went around. The laughter. Sometimes I look up when I laugh. I don't know why, but sometimes it's partially because I'm trying to look away from my screen before I see anything else. Because again, these guys, they don't have a limit to their jokes and that kind of jazz.
I'll face out now. No.
And then that whoever, I think it was Bass in the light chat mentioning about ERC, that threw a little bit of the spanner in this recording. I remember I had to go inside the Discord audio to eliminate some of that stuff because I didn't really want to mention that in this recording because that's a different topic. But there's also another reason why. I'll let it take its course. I love that gag. I know a lot of my the actual other recordings I've done. I haven't done that gag. I'm gonna try to do more of these. But I loved it. It was great. It's like finally I got a murderer for once.
There's nothing in
Oh, my bad.
announcement.
My bad.
Man,
Yes, you have to-
why would you say that, man?
It was Bass, man. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I wasn't playing.
And I actually put the
Oh,
pumpkin on.
No.
I'm still trying to get used to the controller, the Crayfish controller mod, so it's still a bit iffy for me.
Put it on,
Yeah,
no,
they-
no, no. Ah,
The last
please don't
season
punch me.
stuff.
I'm trying to take
Did
it
you
off.
do that?
I'm trying to take it off.
When did I do what?
There we go.
Alright, let's go, King.
Yeah, let's go.
I instantly just tagged onto that, but I'm like,
Let me turn
Alright,
this
I'm now gonna follow Shay.
Everybody,
and as I was about to call, let the rounds to begin, but I stopped because I wanted to confirm if everyone else was good. Again, this man. I blame this man.
everyone's got a pumpkin. Hold on.
Hold up.
I give it to him. He did stay still. I'll give it to him.
I forgot to turn this down.
We all have pumpkins then?
Waiting on one
Yeah.
person, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. I have to choose
Nice.
if I could.
Alright,
Wait
hold
for
on,
Scout.
let me
Wait for Scout. Wait for Scout. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let the round.
Okay.
See, they still walk. I mean, they stand still for a bit. I'll give it to them. They stand still for a bit, but they still continue walking. Before I said the words, we're ready. Yeah, or like let the round commence or not. God,
Yep, I'm lagging a little bit.
because there's Sarah there. Where's King and Shane? Huh? They stepped in advance. Yeah.
Hey.
Lagging. Lagging a little bit.
Hey. Hey.
What?
Hang on.
Where are you at?
I'm gonna have to start maybe having King host.
I think it was because of the weather. The thunderstorm rains what impacted on Scout's computer in his behalf. But it could have been my internet. So who knows?
These I don't know. We'll just have to see.
That could be an option.
Yeah, but I want to see if
And then I was saying, hey, maybe you need to give more RAM to that profile. Maybe that will help the bottlenecks smooth out a bit more.
improving your RAM on the profile might help a lot.
But I said that's something you'll have to do after the session, or if you was to do it after the end of a round or something like that. Or if you did die, technically that would have been a great opportunity because then you could fix it while the round was still going on. True, that means you would not have the assumption to spectate, not counting King's stream. Point is, that would have been also a good opportunity to have changed and all that, but that was beside the point.
More better because they didn't.
This was also, I think Scott was also still new to Minecraft, regardless, especially with Curse Forge. So knowing how to change the profile RAM and all that, that was, it was not informed till sometime later within the future.
It might help. Because sometimes I think it just
Alright.
it
I will admit, I don't know the whole painting
Just
door
just
layout
some-
in my head. Because I thought that they closed the door,
Look, it's right here.
but then King proved it. And it was like, oh yeah, I'm in the wrong
Yeah.
spot.
Did you get in?
Yeah, he got in.
Yeah.
How the?
Right now, though.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody closed the door.
Oh, okay.
I
I
thought-
figured out the wardrobe.
Someone's learning.
Oh, cool.
It took him a bit. I had to process those words too, and after I processed those words, I'm like, oh, I know what he's got I know what he's got cooking.
Cool. Yeah,
We're so loud here. Why?
I know.
I did try to adjust, like, figure out how to adjust it, but like, I think one of the volume adjustments I adjusted caused my game to crash, and so I never could turn it off or turn it down. Technically, I would want to turn it down, but that's beside the point.
I tried to lower it, but I crashed my game, and yeah, it was not pleasant.
You know what I do? 3% is still loud.
Well,
Because he was adjusting weather. For some weird reason, weather does not do thunderstorms. I don't know why. It does rain, but it does not do thunderstorms. I don't understand.
the weather is basically doing just the rain. I don't know why thunderstorms.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Whoa.
What's going on?
What? What?
This is not my doing. I would have done this at some point in time, but I didn't.
Why there are no names?
2 me's, huh? You counting yourself?
Wow.
I laughed. It was not me, but I laughed because I thought it was funny.
Nah.
That's why I said nice, because I'm like, that's not me. Someone's doing it, and it's amazing seasoning on the salmon. I love it.
Guys, they are so pathetically mean. Don't
Really?
worry, I'm not the model.
I'm lagging.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, everything's delayed a little bit.
Oh
Like-
man.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, the only way to fix your RAM is you would have to reboot your game, which means you have to forfeit.
See it? That's me
Yeah.
actually explaining the scenario. I'm not gonna.
Or not forfeit,
Yeah,
but like,
the-
yeah, we would have to pause to just have it fixed. So
And that's why I was like, nah.
Gang, how you doing?
roll
Yeah,
until
fine.
let it roll until
I
we
mean
get done.
eventually.
Hey, gang, how you doing?
Fix itself.
Hi.
Oh my
Um,
lord.
It
No.
eventually fixes itself.
I
Are
like.
you- Are you Shade? Are you modeler? Shade.
Nope.
Shade, if you're a modeler, do something right now.
Instantly, he's
Alright,
trying
I
to
got an
ask.
idea.
He's in this whole outcome. He's legit taking all of his freaking Roblox Murder Mystery 2 concepts and bringing it here. No. It's still ruining the concept, because it's not like Roblox Murder Mystery where you just instantly get butchered. You have to take hit deals on this. I'm like, it's not like you're gonna instantly get killed. So like, I thought you would have known because the fact you've watched this content before in the past. And it's legit, I was legit also kind of saying the same thing. I'm like, no, don't, not a chance. Like, ugh.
What's your idea?
Whoa. What are you trying to do? Attack me with your
Yeah,
hand?
but you're spicing things up by throwing that individual person on the concept. That it breaks the logic of if someone was going to take that moment to kill you. So much copium coming out of me.
Whoa.
I'll smack you.
Alright, you wanna do a smacking brawl?
Alright, let's go. Come on.
Run!
Come on.
Wait, I'm sorry!
I will not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to find them.
My hidey hole corner.
I'm trying to find them. I'm trying to find them in this moment because I'm trying to add some. See,
yeah, this is it's gonna, this is what this is known for,
I found you guys after. I know you guys were after.
What?
I found you guys after. Don't worry about it.
Sit around the table and have a nice dinner meal.
See, like you done something like that. That was pure genius. That was pure genius where like you were asking anybody. So if anybody was to come in that room, that was pure genius right there. Was easily you called out your location of where you were at. That was indeed pure genius right there. You didn't like say like a murder or an innocent call out. You just legit made a call out as a call. That right there was pure genius, and I give you kudos if something did happen, which technically something did happen, just not the concept that would have been also really great for this.
Hey, JP, where are you?
I'm coming. I'm just trying. Been trying to figure this
All
out.
right.
Hey,
But
fine.
I know you probably would have butchered it by mentioning on who the exact person was coming in to meet you. That would have probably butchered it. So like say, well, I'm gonna let this continue for a bit, then we'll kind of get a little more expectationable.
Behind you.
What? Why?
Well,
While yes, me and Shane were both in your skin, but like, see how there's Scout right there, and then Zara was a little bit back. But if they were to come in that room, in that scenario, I bet you were gonna mention that particular person or person. And if you mention that particular person, if they were the murder, there's no logical way they could have killed you because the fact that if you were dying in that scenario, you mentioned who was in that room, which would lead them automatically be the murder and all that. So even though that did not happen that scenario, I bet you that probably could have been a scenario that would have happened at the time we were doing this production. Having that being said, though, proceed.
Three kings?
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, whoa.
See, this is what we call spice right here. This was funny spice, or another way we call it a possibility to be a stitch up frame up for scenario. Not that happened in this session, but still.
What the heck?
And then instantly Shane switches to my skin. I laugh, which is this actually is really funny because the fact that King automatically thinks that is me. That's not me. That was Shane, but that was really funny because the fact he would have instantly thought that was me doing the stitched up as King. The laughter for me, I kudos to myself. I really outplayed myself good at that. It was I sprinkled in really some more seasoning on the side of that stitch up. And he's instantly coming after Shane. Not me. Shane. It was funny. I will give it to him. That was funny. And then Scout freaking lags out. We had to pause. And again, you can see again where we don't exactly pause. Part of that was because we were like, okay, well, Scout doesn't come back. Then, can we ask if he was the murderer or not? I was like, no. You don't ask somebody if they were the murderer or not if they lagged out. That ruins the game. If we know for 100% certain they can't come back in, then if they were the murderer, that session's over. If they were innocent, the session still continues, just without them. So again, the pause moment didn't really come into full effect with all my crew within this session.
No.
What the heck?
I hit the
This is
wrong
gonna be
one.
funny. This is gonna be funny. Because Scout's back. Scout is back.
Yeah, someone has
Yeah,
to do something.
Alright, I'm going back.
Here we get a beautiful moment. We get a beautiful moment.
I'm gonna follow this guy. Hold on. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you.
Beautiful. Because instantly he just mentions you. He does not mention who exactly. Like, he didn't mention it being like a king's skin. And even if he did mention it as a king's skin, that murder, which technically you're truly here, you're looking at him, would instantly just change out of his skin and all that kind of jazz. But because he done it like that,
You're suspicious.
it was perfect. Because instantly in this scenario,
I'm gonna just watch.
well, no, that was perfect, and that's how it should have been played. Like, if you mention a king's skin, okay, that still throws out like who exactly you're with. Doesn't physically throw out who's actually in that king's skin. But in this scenario, regardless, because I was in your skin, doesn't mean it was confirmed about it was me. So instantly, but that was so easy for me to kill you inside that maze. Which, in that whole entire concept, you weren't even fighting back. You were just panicking like, oh, I'm dying, and not fighting back at all. And for that, indeed, a fatality moment indeed right there. And instantly, Zara lags out. So after that death,
Zara.
we just had to pause again.
Hey.
With me and
I'll tell you this, a lot of the lag outs in this session threw a lot of the whole detective scenarios out the window because, like, say in the scenario we were talking about this. Okay, we were talking about, we were in the middle of the session talking about this detective scenario. Instantly, someone would just we would have to pause, re-invite them back. Sometimes for me, I was the one handling all that. I would lose track of exactly what I was talking about because of that whole lag out scenario. Yeah, it was not funny, but
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Zara's back. Okay, King's death. It seemed very good. I think he called out.
He did call out where he was dying, which again, kudos to my man. That's how it shall be done.
Saying
That's like a good call out death. So kudos.
he was dead in the tunnel. It's like, could be wrong.
Yeah.
And this is instantly me changing my skin because I was in King's skin. I need to get out of this skin. I was still in that maze, but I had changed skins.
Does anybody remember where last he was?
And what I was actually referring to by last time before the tunnels was actually what I was trying to mention. And I was also trying to mention that saying, was anybody last time they recalled seeing him? Not last time of where he died, last time where he saw him. No, I will admit, the way I had delivered that question, I did not deliver it in best details. Again, that's partially on my behalf. I apologize. But I was trying to mention that to where last time anybody had seen him. So I delivered that one wrong. That's my fault on that. That was the whole outcome of me trying to go with that question. I made a boo-boo on that one. That was my fault on that. So, yeah.
I just heard
Nah, last I saw him, he was with me by
Thank you, Shane. Shane got the question. Thank you.
the doors.
Uh-huh.
He didn't really went full detail within doors. He should have said the main entranceway. Or the main entrance sitting combinations. Vocals are not working right.
I think I lost.
No, I
Hold
didn't.
on. I didn't hear anything. All I heard from VC was King screaming.
Yeah, that's what
Silent.
I was gonna say. I heard that's what I heard too, but I
Yeah.
think I heard him also saying tunnels.
And me, see, I'm latching onto this. And part of the reason why I'm latching onto this is to kind of teach my crew, saying, these are the things you need to pay attention to. You need to listen to this kind of stuff. If you listen to this stuff, latch onto it. That's how you can put together the whole case on who the murderer is. That's true. That may have been stitching myself up, but I was only doing this so that way my crew can take these notes in consideration and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I did too. Did he maybe die in the tunnels or no?
I think that's what.
And get Scout like that again.
Resume.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I actually now lost track of.
See, this is what I mean. I lost track of that scenario because of that. I'm like, too many lag outs. That maze is bad. I tell you, it's too good. I know. I outdid myself.
I will say though, the fact that though, if he is dead.
Oh,
that-
oh! Here comes some roast. Here comes some roast. And this was another concept. Me King saying, "Hey, I told you so. I didn't want this stuff. We got it in roast format. You didn't listen. Beautiful.
That's gonna be nice. That now means we don't have to hear no emergency meetings. We don't have to hear him ask who the murderer is. All that stuff, man. It'd be nice to get a break from that. Just say it. Just say it.
I
man.
told you so. I told you so."
By the way, I'm clipping that. I'm that on your screen.
Shane was like, "I'm gonna clip that." Now, I'll tell you one thing. That kind of stitched Shane saying that he was watching King's perspective. I think later on with this session, he stitched that up as well. Yeah, people that were in the session were technically not supposed to watch his stream.
No, brilliant. Let's go. Let's go.
That was actually kind of funny, I won't lie.
That's good.
I'm like, yeah.
Alrighty, so out of everybody right now, the only person supposedly is dead is King.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Hey, I'm the better king than you, King.
And the only reason why he said that is because he's, again, like I said, I think he was watching King's stream, so he was hearing that or something like that. Again, weren't supposed to do that. You were not supposed to do that at all.
Yeah,
I
no.
look more like a king than you.
What are you doing? So,
Last session, like I said, I need to refrain from holding my axe out. This triggered that moment, and that's how come I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to not hold this out. Because apparently, I guess holding out your weapon if you're trying to defend yourself puts a suspicion on everyone. Okay, fine. If that's the way you see it, fine.
I don't even know what to do now.
You look very suspicious with that axe out all the time.
sorry, man. I'm just defending myself. You know?
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
defending yourself from air.
Just, yep.
Well, like, anything can happen. You gotta always be ready. So, like, why am I getting thrown a sus card under that concept? I don't
Put
understand.
it down. I'll put it down.
So I was like, fine, I'll put it away if it makes you happy.
That's better.
Yeah.
Makes me a bit nervous.
Sorry about that. Alrighty then.
Oh,
Mm.
Just
Also, for context, I think in this moment, King was like, oh, here we go. Here's some action, here's some spice. But, listen.
waiting.
Hi.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Since I've communicated with Shane, there was no way I was going to instantly kill him on the spot. That's how come I didn't kill him. Because the fact that we communicate with each other.
When up here alone by yourself, I'll leave you to it.
And because I said those exact words saying, I'll leave you to it, which means I was walking away from my man. Or so I wanted it to pronouncingly sound like I was, which in contract form kind of was.
Leave you to it.
Alright.
But what really happened, okay, I come over here. I'm coming down to the ladder at the very bottom, going to wardrobe, because again, this being Java, we're using the Essentialist mod. It's a little bit different, okay? And I think this is also as well the first time when I learned that with the Essentialist mod, you could look up someone's skin by their username and just easily import, which is what I did with Scouts. Which again, that's the scenario right now. What's happening is me, I'm trying to get Scout's username here so I can easily, you know, go into my wardrobe and just search it by username so that way I had it. But I like copy and pasting because me trying to get a letter by letter, word by word, there was no way I could do it. Hang on. What I missed? What I missed?
It's nice not hearing King's voice.
Don't I know, Shane? Don't I know? It's nice to get a break on too much impact vocals being thrown at us instead of a slow
Sorry,
pace
King. You had it coming.
concept of a murder mystery. No offense to Future
Once
King
you-
right now that's in my live chat, but like past King, man, you were really just doing a lot of
man, once in a while, we need to
accusations.
take
You were
out some
throwing a
that
lot of
action
people on the
murder
spotlight and
mystery
that kind of
comes in.
jazz.
Gotta have it like a calm down deal to actually seize in the actual general.
And not only that, seize in the concept to let the murderer make themselves feel at home within the game, to know when to play the right moments and not easily get thrown within the spotlight, even if they wanted to try to take their chance to kill you. That's why in this scenario, I had changed skins so that way I could get away with it without him calling me out.
Concepts of a murder mystery action.
It worked.
Yes.
That's what I always say.
Oh yeah, it legit says the word steal. I didn't realize it. That's steal on it. Funny. But basically,
Anyway.
change the Scout skin, which for context, there's actually a way you can kind of tell the difference between me and Scout. Scout is not set as slim, he's set as wide. Even though with this skin you can see bits and bobs of the default Steve skin, where with me I had set mine to slim because I think this was meant more as a slim skin.
And besides King, it's been very quiet.
Yeah.
I feel like she was targeted.
I
mean, who would not want to go after King just so that way we can actually have a round that can be settled in and all that kind of jazz? Who won it?
between you and me, like, you know, anybody would want to go after him.
Hey!
Hey, wait, where are you doing? Where are you doing?
And look at this, Shane was still not defending with the axe, but I think Shane was doing a bit better trying to get himself to his axe to defend. But yeah,
Shane?
he was a little late. He was a little late to be successful.
Something doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go straight away, straight off the bat, say the rest of this round, oh my goodness, you're going to hear a lot of
Okay.
copium, salty JPD from this point, because the rest of this round point, there was some unfair
Oh, you already care, huh?
outplays happening here.
Okay.
This is not right.
Okay.
Yeah. And you
And
did make me nervous walking
But-
around.
this also really was a lot of an irritation moment too, because
Yeah, no.
in this scenario, I think the Camp Scrub Club, there's a reason why I call them this, even though one of the members of the Camp Scrub Club is no longer with us. There's a concept reason why they're called the Camp Scrub Club. But with the Camp Scrub Club, they easily figured out it was me, but that's because this whole entire time they were pretty much just being chilling as the Camp Scrub Club. You'll see a lot more of the Camp Scrub Club in action within this round.
Yeah, but
What could have been my chances? I got murdered twice in a row, though. So that's the thing. What could have been?
The thing is, though, with that being said, this is not like Murder Mystery 2, where there is a percentage. The dropper or the dispenser, it just randomly just does what it does. So sometimes, you know, whoever's first person goes in there will instantly get it. Sometimes it won't. It varies on how there's not much like a percentage with it. There may be like a percentage on like what slot it decides to take out. It just depends. But it just dispenses what it dispenses.
yeah, I mean, there is that accusation, but like me, man, I'm just holding it out because, you know, just, you never know whatever could happen.
And again, the concept of them bringing back me holding out my axe. Like, why? I'm just holding it out because who knows? You might just get, you know, stabbed in the back. You never know. Like, that accusation, they just threw that stuff straight at me. I'm like, I don't see the problem in that. I mean, what's the problem with that? But yeah. And I felt like that was a bit tedious, that I should not have gotten sussed under that concept, but that was a past stream, so what can you do? Well, not past stream, but past recording session. Dang, King! Also, for context of what that piston noise you're hearing, we'll talk. That actually got mentioned later on within this recording.
Seems sus to me.
Yeah, it does seem sus.
Alright.
And I'm like, all right, I'm getting sus for what is not considered as a good accusationable sus deal or scenario. Because I'm like, why is that the thing they're latching on? Like, what's the whole outcome of that?
So, do you want to explain your actions?
No.
Welcome to the K
I'm like, no, I guess I don't know, I've done nothing wrong.
group.
No, I got no actions I need to explain.
Scout's right there. But it was cookies. That's how come I couldn't do nothing. Oh, wait, look. See, they're all together. And throughout the rest of this recording, they were sticking together. And I'm like, oh my lord. The bad thing is, if you have a crowd sticking together, this makes the murderer's job so hard, it's not even funny. Because then the murderer can't make a move. And that was what this whole entire scenario was. They were just sticking together, which means I could not make a kill. So I had to pull all the moves I could make, which some of them got butchered, which should not have got butchered, which again, we'll kind of talk a little bit after this, well, not after, but within this recording. But like, yeah, they're all there, and then they were instantly trying to get my attention. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna shut the doors.
See, now you're running away.
And it's like, she's like, now you're running away. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm legit just trying to have my own space to myself, not to be together. I'm like, what is this?
No.
Yeah.
I instantly go inside here because I know, like I said, even though I built this map based off of Big B stats, I knew most of the layout. Maze wise,
It's not me.
not my full forte, but at least I knew what is
It's not
like most of the
me.
maze.
It's not you.
And I forgot about this. So another thing I did not do, with the I forgot to fix with the spectator. I forgot to change it to where, say, whenever everyone's set back to Avenger mode, that you would automatically get teleported back to spawn. You would automatically get taken out of spectator and put back into Avenger mode. Before, I just had it set to where it would just take you out of spectator mode, which it would do everybody. It would not do the closest person. It would do everybody, which is the same outcome with everyone getting teleported back to the spawn, plus getting their gamer mode changed from Avenger back to gamer mode from Spectator to Avenger. There we go. But because of this, Shane decided to trigger it, which means with King being in Spectator spectating me, automatically King would just pop up on my screen, which was also a bit of a stitch up towards me seeing King there, which they kind of latched on, but they automatically would latch on anyway because the fact that they were all together when I was killing Shane. Even though they would have figured out it was me, even though they didn't technically witness it, they had the vocals of the death, but they can 99% latch it is me. They cannot 100% latch it was me because the fact that they didn't visualize me making that kill. Now, if they have visualized me making that kill, and of course, attempt to try to kill me, and if I had gotten away, then automatically, yeah, for that point, I would have been busted and had to pull all the stops to, reclaim that. But that was not the case in this scenario. Like I said, that just made it to where, it was a 99%, a 99% to, vouch it was me. However, having that being said, they still decided to camp together. That's why they're can't scrub club is pretty much what they are because that scenario, which means I still cannot make a kill. But yeah, in this scenario, legit, King just popping out of nowhere, me looking at him, just eyes eye to eye. I'm like,
And it's obviously the random ghost.
King's like, what's going on here? And he's just looking at me. I was like, hi. I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? This is not supposed to happen. This was not part of the script. Hey, Karen, by the way, I see you was in the live chat. Hello.
This is awkward.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is awkward, man. This is not supposed to happen.
Pause.
And I was like, pause because of that.
Okay, so resume. Nothing major happened.
I didn't know how the best way to deliver that. I delivered it in a sus way, but look, that was not my fault. They were still silent because they were trying to latch on what was going on. What was so major of us we had a pause in that kind of scenario. But yeah. Hi. Getting lost in this maze.
See, if this was Clue, right now, we'd all be pointing our fingers at you.
And I kept hearing King getting suffocated in a wall because again Shane kept messing with the game mode switch again.
Who keeps? What's going on? Why not?
And I probably should not have vocally said these words because if I did, like I said, they were latching onto it, but a lot of nonsense was happening in that portion.
I keep hearing. Wait. Oh my lord! Somebody.
Thankfully, I know how to easily rerun commands via Java without having to type it all out, so it was easy to deal with that.
Stop doing the survival all. Because I keep seeing ghosts reappear, and that's
I did say it. I definitely stitched myself up, but they were latching on me and all that kind of jazz, so it is what it is. I still didn't have anything to say about that, even though I mentioned that, because, like, they could have mentioned, like, saying, oh, ghosts were near you, huh? And then really latch onto that more. But, like I said, I think they were already sold. It was me. Again, these are accusations you can throw out regardless, because it, like I said, it sprinkles in more salmon to the whole murder mystery thing. Oh, wait. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, the Camp Scrub Club. Yeah, them scrubs, they were just chilling together. The whole entire rest of that session, I'm like, spread out. Let me have an opportunity to kill. But no, they were legit camping together. They were just all together. I'm like, I can't do anything. Because there was no way I was going to ramble. There was no way. I was not going to ramble. I was not going to ramble because I'm like, I'm not going to ramble. I want to actually have a good chance to win this. And ramble is one of those, like I said, it's not a great accusation on winning or not. But, like, yeah, I was not going to ramble, but they were legit being the Camp Scrub Club throughout this whole entire thing. And I'm like, I think I mentioned it too.
I like how all you three are just chilling there.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that's around here exploring the map waiting for another death to happen.
I was trying to latch it on that way, so that way something could happen.
Yes, because we know it's you.
And they instantly just, like, throw it as accusation it was me. And I'm like, what? What? No, it can't be me. It can't be.
It's pretty obvious. You're a very terrible
It
liar.
is pretty obvious, JP.
You're terrible.
No, the Camp Scrub Club. It's better. It's called. They better call it the Camp Scrub Club. It's Camp Scrub Club. It shall be remain as Camp Scrub Club.
Because what do you think my chances are to be murdered again?
It's still throwing out that accusation. I'm like, this is not Roblox Murder Mystery 2. The percentage thing, it does not matter. Does not.
I mean,
There probably is something, but, like,
it depends with the dispenser,
Plus, it also depends on what place in line you went through. Like for me, I call third, so I went in third. I'm gonna mention that there's actually a couple changes within the future sessions I have planned. But beside the point.
If it wants to give out the same pumpkin again, it really depends. There's not actually like a percentage.
See, I mentioned that. I'm like, there's no percentage. It just the randomizer does what it does.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. I think I see his fake skin. I think it. Or not.
So I will admit, I butchered this, but in this scenario, I was trying to do a fake death. There's a few reasons on why I was trying to do a fake death. The reason why I was trying to do a fake death is because I was trying to lure them apart to get their interest into trying to figure out what's going on here. That maybe someone is alive. Like King might be alive, Shane might be alive. Had a couple flaws. Again, the first flaw, I know I butchered trying to do my fake death. so bad. But there was another flaw.
I think I see another player. Hold on. Oh, wait. Whoa. Hey, no.
That last bit definitely butchered it.
I love the fact that he's trying to act.
Zara initially knew that I was faking it. Fine. Latch or whatever you want, see if I care. But there was an icing on the cake that really ruined it.
Yeah. Because he's not muted or anything, so.
That's the one that broke it right there. Yeah. You're not supposed to look at your Discord when a session is going on. So even though the fact that I didn't mute my microphone, that instantly right there ruined the fact that I was not dead. Yeah.
Never look at Discord because that ruins it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
nice. Thanks for routing me out. Well played. Yeah.
Yeah. I was salted very bad on that, man. I was like, come on.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look at Discord because that's the way.
But instantly that did bring me out. But once that was called out, there was no way I could continue faking my death because I was like, they called it out. Yeah, no, I made a change. I made the change within future sessions, King, which you don't gotta worry about it because you're more of a Discord user. I made a change to where if you're Discord on the app, when you're in a game, this is a cool feature that Discord has, which is great. Discord has an overlay. So when you're in a game, there's an overlay. So like on whatever you have it positioned in your screen, you could see the call. So you could see on who's in that call. You can see if they're muted or not. I made a change in rules saying, hey, whenever we're doing these, turn off Discord overlay. Do not have it on because Discord overlay, ruins the concept of you seeing the call on your gameplay screen. I said turn that off. So that was how come Scout instantly ratted me out because his Discord overlay was enabled on his screen because he had the Discord up on the app. This is stuff you don't worry about because your browser, you're not on app. See, this is the kind of stuff you... Ratting out my man. Love it. Having that being said, though, that's what happened in this scenario. And that's how come I instantly got ratted out because of that. But that's how come after this session happened, I made some changes to some rules, kind of updated a bit more to the modern standards, which technically I think I need to add a few more things. But that's beside the point.
Way to prove
No,
it.
I can just tell because you're a terrible.
And Zara automatically just said, yeah, I could tell her regardless. And I was like, oh, okay, you made your point there, Zara, but I still that was not my outcome of that concept. My outcome was going more to Scout on what he had discovered and how I was, not actually that. That's what broke the icing on the cake. Yours is, yours was a good valid concept to where you actually somehow within my voice sound out that I was faking hardcore terrible, which I admit, yeah, I butchered it. But Scouts was more where I was trying to go more towards pointing out saying, hey, don't do that in the future. That's not ideal and that kind of jazz. And I'm like, fine.
I mean, yeah.
You've literally been caught out. You just don't.
Even though they claim that I've been called out, I don't want to admit it because there's still, like I said, that 99%. I may be holding that 99% of me being the murderer. It's still 100%. Even though the fact you may know it's me, you cannot attack me until A, you witness me murder somebody, or B, if it's one person left, one innocent left. If it's a model, then technically you are allowed to kill me. But because there were 3 people alive, even though you were all together, you still cannot kill me because there were 3 people. Yeah. But the thing you can do is you could still keep your guard away from me, not grouping together as the Can't Scrub Club because that was not ideal because that still made it hard for me to kill. But still, you could keep your distance away from me trying to kill you though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like for example, if you all 3 were in the scenario where you were within range on where Shane had died, and you could vouch and 100% guarantee that you saw me kill Shane, and even if the portion you were trying to pursue to kill me, but you lost sight of me, then that is legit putting 100% yes, it was me. I was busted in that kind of scenario. But that was not that case in this scenario. Like I said, I'm gonna be streaming until around 3:55 my time.
Us three are just chilling.
So we might get 2. So this portion right here, I'm in Shane's skin, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get their attention, trying to get somebody to come
Of course.
towards me.
I have 4 messages. 6.
So me, I'm just trying to play my moments right.
It's in this
Trying to play my moments, Just crouch. Gonna sneakily peek through the door. Pop shot, miss pop shot, miss pop shot. And then my crouch was still on. I will admit, and my crouch did kind of mess me up here because I was trying to uncrouch as quick as I could to run into the maze, and that kind of messed up a bit.
Whoa.
Is there?
I still managed to go inside the maze, but
Is that Shane?
they didn't follow me. Now they did see that I was in Shane's skin, which again,
I think I'm Shane.
Yeah.
throwing in some sprinkling some salmon here because trying to latch on the fact, oh, there must have been a fake death kind of scenario.
What are you doing?
That's sus.
Because I'm right here waiting, just waiting to see if someone took the bait. If they didn't take the bait, I'll give it to them, but still.
Sus of Shane now. Where'd he go?
Okay.
Because I'm smiling, I'm like, come on. One of you suckers has got to take that bait. One of you suckers has got to take that bait.
Just here.
But it didn't happen.
I think he went into
See,
the
see,
tunnels.
I told you there was a fake death. There had to have been.
I was really trying to latch onto that fake death because I'm like, come on. Just got that fake death. Take that.
He could have gotten into the tunnels because look, the tunnel door's open. So
Yeah, but anybody could leave doors open, you know?
Yeah. That would only explain that.
yeah, he could have ran into the tunnels or something after he shot us.
Yeah, I was like, where'd the arrows come from?
I was playing.
And I looked in here and
Yeah, I was trying to play
and then-
sneaky.
yeah,
Look,
then I saw
I was trying to do all I could in my head to claim back it, and Yeah.
Shane shooting arrows, peeking around the door.
I ended up picking up one of his arrows.
enjoy them. Enjoy them.
I'm gonna just have this out for my safety reasons now because I don't trust anyone. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Right.
yeah.
I don't like this gut feeling I'm getting.
I was going to come out there, but then I heard the ladders, and I'm like,
Oh,
Here we go.
That's what Shane could have been doing with those arrows.
but there were 2 people there. Cookie was there, but I was trying.
Whoa, whoa! What is going on up there?
But somehow, man, I don't know how he got it. I don't know how he got me, but man.
Ow!
Death.
It was me.
Yeah, but that round, I will admit, that round was still messed up, man. Because the fact they were camping together, there was no way I was gonna make a move. There was no way I was gonna make a move at all. And that's the bad thing. Like I said, if you're gonna camp, there's no way the murderer is gonna make a move. And with that being said, you're just piling up the time frame on how long that round's gonna be. And that's why I'm like, come on. You're making this more hard on me, man. And I will admit, it was a challenge. I took on the challenge because I was like, I am not gonna let this be the case. Well, I was not successful, but yeah, that was not funny. That was not funny at all.
Man, that was not fair. Like, you all were just standing there together in the one room. I couldn't make a move. I'm like, ugh. So I try to pull all this.
I did, and it just didn't go great. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the 3rd round.
GG.
I love this tune, man.
We're not gonna have enough of.
This is also Cookie saying that same thing about not having enough pumpkins because people weren't putting them in the hopper.
There isn't 6 in there.
Yes, because I took out.
There.
Yeah,
Alright, JP, you go next.
I'm 130 kid.
I got my.
I'll go after you.
How long is
Go
this
after
round?
ya.
Actually, this is a good chunk right here. Oh, Shane. Shane might be onto something.
Alright.
All right, everybody's got pumpkins.
I'm kidding.
Yep.
I don't think it's king.
Let the games begin.
It's only for MM2, you know.
True.
Got an extra arrow.
Oh.
It's like keep it.
What's my extra here?
Yeah, no, keep it. You know, you never know if you need it.
Extra arrow?
The
No.
only reason why I said keep it is because these bows did not have infinity on them. So like, the amount of arrows you had was the amount of arrows you had.
I'll take your extra arrow.
I
Where
think
you
my cat got in the box in my closet.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Everybody, let the games come in.
I am not going near my closet with a cat in my box.
Ariel commentary.
He is scary.
Wow.
I'm
Lame.
burning.
It's good.
I'm not going to my closet with a cat in a box.
So far, I don't think I got really much to say about
He's
this.
sitting
That's
the
it.
cat in the
Oh yeah, commentary, JPD. Yeah, it was.
Alright,
Hey,
so what's the
It was just I latched onto it.
Right
It was
now,
not great.
it's
I latched
just
onto
the
it.
traditional murder mystery.
Gotta have that accent.
Why is someone in the wall?
I mean, you called somebody in the wall. You didn't call the exact person king. Again, kudos.
Yeah, you can do that.
I was gonna say you. Yeah, it's like, but I would say like this king. The king was like saying like, why is somebody in the wall? Like, you're bringing that concept like, you're not supposed to be in the wall kind of scenario. Like you can be in the walls. Like that's the thing.
You can do that. That's the thing. It's part of the
Hey,
map.
King. Hey, King. Come here.
What?
Hey, King, come here. Come here.
No.
Say, I will tell you this: like Shane is requesting king. That's fine. You can request somebody. Like you're requesting somebody, that's fine. But like if you're going in a room and you're calling out somebody in that room, that's where that's like no, that's not fine. But like Shane was requesting king,
Why?
that's
No,
fine.
No, I want to show you something.
Like what? Where you at?
That does prove the valid point that yeah, they're both together, but like it was requested, so it makes sense.
Where?
Oh.
Follow me.
Why?
I'm gonna just mind my business and not worry about that.
He's putting himself on fire, guys.
Why,
So,
see?
no.
Why are we having roasted? Why are we having a roasted?
Oh, we did have a we had a roast. Roast.
It's almost like he wants to eliminate himself.
I don't know why. I'm just doing this on purpose.
Commentary, man. Commentary. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
2.
Hello.
What?
Because I was about ready to do something, but then the other king surprised me.
What's this? What's this?
What is happening here?
Don't know.
What's going on? I like
A lot of love tap moments in this scenario.
where I'm at.
I was actually kind of hoping for you to fall.
Can't fall.
This I like this spot.
This is pure. Oh, I thought we had
What's
something
going
here.
on?
I thought we had something cool here. Never mind.
So, it's not a good thing.
I don't know either.
I mostly know this maze fully in the back of my head, not all the way.
I've kind of gotten better with remembering my own maze. So
Kind of.
Yeah, I don't know this maze. So.
let me just say I overkilled it. Really good.
See, I just see myself if I'm not mentioning myself because I'm like, all right, let's see what happens here. If I get butchered, I get butchered.
Yeah.
And
you did a good job.
Yeah.
This is way overcomplicated
Well,
than Big Beast.
Last time we done this, I added night vision, but I didn't add it to the new copy. So
Yeah.
I'll try to do that next time.
I'm just trying to figure my way out of this maze.
If I do end up doing it, I'm gonna look into how I can perfect it more to make it more efficient because it really was not efficient last time. But who knows?
Good luck. It's a doozy.
It's a true doozy indeed.
It's a doozy. I did too good of a job. I'm sorry.
But yeah, this maze is pretty good.
It's too good.
Man,
It's
I
too
remember
good.
when I was building it, I was
I may not be able to get out of this. Okay, I found the door.
a door is a good way to know you're gonna get out of it.
Yes. XD.
Find the exit.
There
Well,
are a lot of X's and entrance in this map.
Yes,
Wait,
there
what?
is.
So in this scenario, I didn't realize there was three of me, because I was not realizing the third me. I knew that there was two of me, but I didn't realize there were three of me, and I didn't realize that King was one of me as well, because I didn't realize King learned the skin changing thing. Which again, kudos to him.
What the what? There are three.
And it also didn't help the fact that when he was saying, "What the? Why is there three of me?" That he was stitching himself up, because the fact that he said that kind of just put the inkling that he was one of me. But I didn't take that into consideration, because in my time in the mind when I was recording this was like, oh, King has probably not learned how to do the skin changing and yada 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 yada. I don't know why that didn't take that into consideration, but that is just pointing this out right now. Like, the fact that if you're trying to be someone else's skin, you don't mention that there is the certain quantity amount of that skin in the same room with whoever else is in that exact same skin. Because if you're making that call, you're throwing yourself under the bus, saying, oh yeah, that means you must be one of the skins, huh? And while I did not take that in consult when I was recording this, that's the outcome, the scenario. I should have realized that, but I didn't. So, yeah. Because I looked, and I was like, okay, I seen that one there, and I seen that one there, but then I was very
Hey,
confused.
why is there
Because then I lost sight of the one that was at the stair.
JP?
I will admit, I liked it. I liked the fact, though. I liked it. It was a good sprinkle of salmon. But the thing is, I did not latch, and I should have latched, was realizing that, oh, King of Bricks must be one of my skin, that kind of shit. I didn't realize that. I should have realized that, but I didn't.
Why is there three?
No.
Hey, why is there three JPs?
I want nothing. I want nothing.
Because then instantly, Shane changes back to King's skin. And I automatically, I'm not lying, I thought that this was King too.
Wait.
See, skin changing, oh my lord, it plays great. When you know how you play your moves just right, it plays great.
I want
Wait,
nothing.
3?
Because I'm like 3, because Shane was 1. Shane was me, like one of me. But then I ended up not in the case. So because I witnessed that, and I didn't know why I did not realize it, probably because the lighting in that room wasn't bright enough that I noticed it. Point is, because I'm black skin, okay? Leave me alone. But the point is, because I didn't realize that, I was confuzzled. And I thought,
Wait,
What?
wait, 3?
Why is there so many JP? Why
How-
is there so
how-
many JPs?
How many are there?
and with Shane being King's skin, I think from that point on, whatever the heck King said, I would latch on him being legitimate because of his actual skin being there present. This is also a bad thing where I mentioned saying don't always trust within whoever's in whatever skin, because that might not be the case. Now, the only reason why I did in that scenario was because at the time frame, like I said, not everybody knew how to change their skin, so it was kind of really simple to believe whoever was saying whatever was saying that didn't know how to change their skin. I digress on that one, and yeah, I got bamboozled on that one.
I see two right now.
Oh, but how did the concept of 3 come into play? What?
Because I was very confused. I'm like, how the concept of 3? Because only me and Shane are the only ones that knew how to change our skin, because Shane kind of announced saying, oh, I figured out the wardrobe. Yeah, King did too, and he didn't mention it, which again was actually a very smart play on his behalf. It's just how he played the rollout with the card where he messed up. But he got lucky because, like I said, I didn't take into consult the fact that, he now knows how to change skins and all that. So, yeah. He got lucky, but like I said, with future content-wise, yeah, that ain't going to be the play. Because that would really mess you up.
I see two right now. I see
Oh,
two.
by the way, if you may notice that, yes,
And I'm like, if you notice that, like, if anyone's, like, either in my skin, I know Carrie was not part of this session, but say for Carrie, for example, we're the only ones that have movable eyes and all that. So, yeah. And for context, everybody would always have those resource packs. They would always see the fact that my eyes are moving and everything like that, because that's how the Essentials mod works, where if I say, for example, if I host a map, I can tell it to, hey, share the resource packs with everybody. And these were just some of the resource packs I would always have enabled on my end, which means they would always be enabled for whoever was part of the session. So they would always see my eyes move regardless, no matter what. It's not like we're Young Life, where we're Young Life, anybody who gets our mod pack, the resource packs are never always enabled. I wish it was like that, so not everybody within the Young Life realizes that me and Karen have movable eyes and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, that was something I mentioned within this portion.
One
of
that
the
may
session.
have eyes that move.
I love it.
I don't know, guys.
And I kept hearing
Eyes are amazing. Wow.
the piston noise too.
I keep hearing noises too, like piston noises.
Yeah.
Can't recall if it was this round or the last round. I figured out that the trap, which was for aesthetics, works. Do you know if you're an OG Minecraft story mode player?
Okay.
I think I'm lagging.
Eyes are.
Well, yeah, but the fire noises are fire noises. That's fine. That was supposed to be like what it's supposed to be. But somebody interfered with the trap, which is at the dining room table. This is where Sparks, I think it's Sparks, I can't remember, he would fall down that trap.
Okay, there we go. It's back.
It's a Minecraft story mode. Again, it's an episode. I'll point it out if I'm back in that room.
Allergies suck.
Don't I know?
What?
Me, I'm just walking back.
What do you mean?
But that was Shane. That's our entire top. That was Shane.
Exploring around.
Hey, the doors were closed, and I'm like, oh no, I just walked into doors.
Oh my god, this is funny.
Almost. And just see me up there, which that's King, by the way.
Uh-oh.
And then again,
Oh my goodness gracious.
people keep closing them doors.
Oh, like,
Oh, not that one.
What is going on here?
that's what I thought.
What's
don't know.
happening
Ouija?
over here?
I
what
don't
I'm
know,
doing
but I'm presuming the fact that everyone's alive, correct?
now. I
Yep.
think so, yeah.
I have a deal here. Let's
Please.
do 45 seconds.
That's right. This is where I introduce 45 seconds, because I'm like 45 seconds probably popular. This is when I introduce 45 seconds.
Seconds of silence. How about that?
Alright.
Yeah.
45 seconds of silence.
I feel like 45 seconds of silence has been a lot more better for us than 30. It's definitely better than a minute.
Starts now.
So I didn't have the stopwatch because I couldn't find it. So I had to resort to something else, which I can't seem to find because I don't know where I put it. Oh wait, here it is. I had to resort to this guy. Ooh. Thankfully nothing important, but yeah, I had to resort to this guy because it was simple to just get this guy to do the timer and all that. But yeah, that was how I resorted. Well, phone. It's technically phone/scan gun. You're not cheap. And there's one way I can prove it. Because I discovered that my microphone does get picked up when I'm doing all the controller sound effects and stuff from last session, I didn't do it this session because I'm like, they can't hear it. No point in doing it. Recording could, but they couldn't. So,
I think it's been 45 seconds.
and
yet, not yet.
King was instantly like saying, oh, I think it's been 45 seconds of silence. Like, no, not yet, not yet. That's why I have this.
I think.
And plus, with King, he's like, I think it's been 45 seconds of silence. Again, King, I'm the one that called it, which means I'm the one that timed it. Getting ahead of yourself, I got it down. You were close. I think you were like 15 seconds off. Something like that. I could be wrong.
I don't have a timer.
Now it
Okay, not 15 seconds. It was maybe like 10 seconds. 10 or 5 seconds. Either way, I had it down.
has. Alrighty. It's time for the roll call time.
And King of Bricks, you already kind of mentioned you were live because the fact you were trying to get ahead of the silence of saying it was over. But, yeah.
King of Bricks, you alive?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm here.
Shane, you alive?
Oh, he's silent.
Okay.
Serious? Are you like
And again, King was stepping in on the roll call. No, I handle it, which means I'm the one handling it. I was just taking into the concept of we finding out that our man here, Shane, is dead.
fine?
Which, again, another thing with the moment of silence, if you're being killed, yeah, you don't make a sound of your death. Unfortunately, yeah, can't do that. You can defend yourself. You end up killing the murderer, and if the murderer does die, yes, murder. Even if the moment of silence announced that you were dead, you got killed, and all that jazz. Don't wait till the moment of silence is over. But yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cookie, you alive? And then Scout. Scout, you alive?
Yes. Yes.
So Shane, she's the only one that presumably did.
And I only said presumably because while he did not confirm that he was alive. The only way like we can like it's in this scenario, you can like do like a 95% of saying yeah he's dead. If over time you're within the game, and a couple of the following things, if you don't notice, like say if you don't notice extra skin roaming around, all that kind of jazz, then you can kind of vouch and be like, yeah, he's definitely dead and all that kind of jazz. But like, it's one of those scenarios. Take it as a 95% chance before you make it a 100% chance on actually vouching for certain that he is definitely dead. Now, when I do edit these, yes, I do kind of already mention like saying, yeah, that person's definitely dead with my little system I got going on up here. But for us within the game, we don't have this. So we don't know exactly, if that's legit or not. This is, like I said, stuff I do after edit. I do post editing and everything like that. Because I like doing this kind of stuff. This stuff is what gives the video pizzazz and everything like that. But to us, we don't know it. But that's like one of those things to take in consideration. If you don't get vitals back from someone, if you call out, like I said, it's one of those things. You better make it like a 95% for certain. Before you verify if they're dead. Because sometimes in these scenarios, on these moments of silence, where after the moment of silence, once we call out, who's alive, sometimes it could be one of those scenarios where someone admittedly does not want to say that they're alive, which for that way we consider it as them faking their death, but they're actually still alive, roaming around the map and that kind of jazz. So that's why I'm saying in this scenario, as us, the players, not as into you guys, the viewers, but as us, the players, always consider it as a 95% certain on the actual person. They have to not admit that they're alive, just to say that, hey, they may be still alive, they may not be still alive. Obviously, to the murderer's concerned, it doesn't apply nothing because they know they're dead because the fact that they butchered the person. But obviously, it's a murder. You don't want to be like, yeah, oh, they're definitely dead, everything like that. Because again, that is throwing sus to be like, you know more intel than you're latching onto kind of scenario, which is latching on you being the kind of the murder and all that kind of jazz. So yeah.
So if you do not see another skin roaming around, then there's a possibility his death is a genuine.
Who could have killed him? That's the
Does
thing.
anyone know where he was?
And I legit did not know where last time he was. That's why I said I have no alibi.
No, I do not.
No.
My only alibi,
see
my alibi is I was in Maze. That was my alibi.
Okay, well I lied. Me saying I had no alibi. My alibi, yes, I was only amazed.
I was in maze also.
I could not vouch for Scout though. But like I said, that maze is big. So, trying to vouch for that, like I said, I'm not saying he was lying or not. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't vouch for it because of how big that maze is. The percentage of us bumping into each other in that maze, like I said, it's not that precise, especially with a lot of dead ends and stuff in that maze. Because I already got out of the maze, but he claims he was still in the maze.
I was gonna say I cannot confirm or vouch that because of the fact that I did not see you. But again, it is a big maze and you could easily get lost. So I'm not saying you aren't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I can't confirm it.
And then there was this moment right here where, like, King was like, oh, and then Cookie was like, oh. So I was,
Cookie, you good?
Nice job, gang!
and then we have Shane just like saying, nice job, King, you suck.
You suck!
We just attacked
Cause I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
me.
Wait,
I think we have a winner, guys.
wait, what just happened?
King was the murderer.
And that was funny. That was great.
How many hearts do you have left, man?
Oh, I had about like 2 and
I'll just go ahead and tell you straight away right this. While Rambo is an option, don't make it your higher priority to make that your play because you gotta take in consideration on your heart regeneration. You gotta take that in consideration. Because if you're fighting someone else, they're gonna have a full set of hearts. You might have half. There's no way, there's no way the possibilities you will win that battle. So, like, yeah.
You.
Nice. Do you want to do another round? Want to do one more round?
Yeah, Rambo Rampage, it's legit, like, not the highest percentage
Do
of
we want to
winning.
do one more round?
It's funny and all, but, like, it's just, like, is it worth doing? That's the question you gotta ask yourself.
Okay, let's
Coming.
jump into the next round.
I'm coming.
This next round, you're gonna see that stupid chess scenario happen. Which is the last round? Because I had this stupid chest right here, just so they could deposit the pumpkins.
We'll go.
Also, there's something else in this moment that happens.
Three's the charm, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it's like deja vu from our last session.
I don't know if I'm lagging or anything, but I didn't get anything.
Yes.
Shane did kind of just cut ahead in Zara.
Oh, you're gone again.
Yeah, you did get the pumpkin, but you lagged out. So let me.
And then technically Zara went in, so like Shane. So I ended up actually going fourth, not third in this round, but I don't know why I still. Probably because I was trying to re-invite Zara, or not Zara, Scout. But like Shane just legit cut in line because Zara was technically supposed to go next. So Zara was supposed to go second, but he ended up going third because Shane ended up going second. So I ended up going fourth, which to Keen's concern, Keen was actually going to cut in front of me. Like, give me a sec.
Leave the door open
Yep,
Because, okay, I'm going in.
Alright, no.
And then King legit was trying to cut in line to have himself go in next. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'm gonna quickly finish the summary. That can wait. I can wait. But he legit was gonna cut in line,
Back up,
and I'm like, no, get out of here, scrub.
Back up.
Get out of here. And he punched me. And I'm like, all right, you want to go? You want to go? The leg spike was not going to help. The leg spike ain't going to help you. Leg spike ain't going to help you, sir. Nope.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Lion cutters get cut.
There, that's what you get. Line cutters get cut.
And after Scout came back, I confirmed he had a pumpkin.
Got a pumpkin? Good.
I went in. And the thing is, if he had successfully was able to get cut in front of me, he would have had this pumpkin. He didn't have it. Granted, I thought that I was still going third, but I ended up going fourth and get the pumpkin. So, you know what?
Okay. All right.
I'll take what I can get.
Now you can go. Okay.
Where'd my arrow
I'll
land?
go.
Oh, it's
Alright,
right
I'm
here.
going, guys.
But yeah. That was that. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick BRB and we'll be right back. I apologize. Okay. Oh, I may have to do another BRB. We're gonna figure out that in a bit. For now,
I'm going, guys.
Okay, everyone.
Does everyone have one?
also that dang it, I will tell you, kind of threw a little sus at King, but like he could have been doing that just because he could have been like, oh, you murder, but not really like murdered like as an innocent. But having that being said, that's that.
Yeah.
I have a pumpkin.
Let the
I
kids
have a pumpkin.
commence again. Well, you
Hey, give me my arrow. Give me my
They're
arrow.
just fighting over an arrow when I'm like, let the Canes come in. Come on.
Give my arrow back. Give my arrow back.
I did. It's over there. Oh, there.
What
right
arrow?
there. It's in the river.
Where? You know what? That's it. I'm attacking you.
Silly.
No, I'm not the mayor.
No.
Silly. Silly.
Kidding. But I
No,
have an
Dodo
arrow.
bricks for you.
Daddy.
Dodo
No.
bricks.
I'll shut those. And also. Then
Hey. Stop it.
Someone
Get
just-
out of here. Get over here.
I'm sorry.
You just people messing with
Wow,
flaps
someone's
and
just-
doors.
Someone's just playing with the doors. That's all.
Flaps and doors.
It's me.
I am introducing you to my new character.
That was like a say hello to my little friend kind of scenario. I butchered it
Say hello to my little friend.
too fast. It's gotta have a little, concept. I butchered it.
That one.
Basically.
I butchered it.
Alright,
I don't know why I keep getting messages about an error updating skin.
I wonder. I hate. No.
Yeah, you're.
Oh wow, everyone's here. Are we gonna have like some sort of
Why
meeting?
is my avatar different?
I will give it to King. I let it slide because the fact that everyone was there. Because he's like, what are we having? Some sort of meeting or something like that? Okay, camera. Whoa. Don't come focus on me like that. But I let that slide because, like, that, everyone was together. It was a good conversational vibe thing. I let it slide.
I'll take that. I mean, it's
That's why I said I let that one slide because that just seemed more. That seemed irrelevant right there. That was perfect.
My avatar is Phoenix.
Wait. Phoenix is in the Redbird Phoenix,
I don't know why my accusation was first concept of that, but it was.
or Phoenix is in.
Because to us, you were Shane.
To us, you're in your normal skin.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention the trap. This right here is the trap. So, I forgot the YouTuber's name. I know it's an old school YouTuber. Oh, my lord. I can't think of it no more. Because you had DanTM, you had Stamping Longnose, you had LD Shadow Levy, Captain Sparkle. Captain Sparkle. That's who it is. Captain Sparkle. But Captain Sparkle, I am ruining this for anyone that's never seen Minecraft Story Mode, but you can't really get it now since Tattletale Games doesn't really exist anymore, or they do. They just never brought back the Minecraft Story Mode concept. Anyway, but Captain Sparkle in the actual game, he would sit right here in this seat right here. Well, this seat is booby trapped, which means the seat would collapse down and he would fall down. So this had like a little bit of that gimmick of that trap. And somebody pushed the button, and so it kept doing its redstone thing, which was kind of buggy, but it was still cool.
I don't know why. On my end, I'm Phoenix.
I think I have a hunch on who I think I knew who pushed the button, but I can't vouch it. Because you can notice, like, there's this right here. I'm like, why is this like this? Because what it was the seat was actually right here. The sticky piston, I guess, sticked out, then come back, and then pulled the slab back. And then I think it also broke the trap door, which somebody probably had in their inventory, but no one vouched or mentioned about that. But point is, that's how that happened. Because I'm like, because I was
Oh,
trying to figure out what that was.
Did this actually work?
Because everyone was just chilling here. Now, me, I will admit, I was just, minding my own business, just trying to figure out about this whole trap thing. Because I was like,
What's going on?
this is cool. Oh, yeah. This, on the other hand, this was not cool. This was not cool at all.
Come on. Come on.
I put on Phoenix. It's not working.
I'd rather have the real Karen, man. Gee.
Not like it because I had a funny short gag I wanted to do or something.
Oh.
Alright, you know what? I'm being king the rest of the game.
Thanks for the announcement.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, and you're on the manure. I triple don't dare you
Once again, King. No.
to meet me in the fireplace room.
Oh, no way!
Thankfully, my whole concept of ignoring King was sidetracked by the witnessing of this actual trap functioning.
That actually works?
I know you were.
Wow! That
Wait,
that actually
that's what
works.
you say?
And everyone's confused, like, what is this man talking about? I'm sorry, I'm enjoying some nostalgia, realistic vibes of Minecraft story mode here.
Me and JT so fast.
That is cool. I didn't know that works. I didn't know that works. Wow.
It was buggy,
Okay,
but it
it's
worked.
buggy, but it works.
See, he was like, everyone was confused, like, what are you talking about? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to enjoy some nostalgia moments with this map, which this map is very old as well, by the way. I actually I don't even remember what version of Java this was done on, but beside the point.
Cool. I did not know that the actual trap works.
And then after I was in this pickle, I'm like, oh god.
Hey,
Can
can
I-
I actually say something?
And he was just changing skins to be changing skins, so if he was doing this, which granted, it was funny, someone could still butcher him, and the only way he would know if he was potentially being butchered is by hearing the sound of hits within his sound.
What the?
Wow.
Because I'm like, that's actually cool. How does my man do this quickly? But no, he was just playing around within the skin menu with the
That's
essentials.
cool.
How you doing it so fast?
That's cool.
Because I just keep clicking it.
Oh, you're still on the menu, so that means you could still get butchered anyway.
See?
Without realizing.
That's JPD knows it.
Yeah.
Pause.
Okay, I'm back.
Resume.
That's good.
Resume.
Resume.
Oh,
Murder, you
what
may
the-
resume.
Some
What the-
roasting happening.
So what?
King down them.
The what the?
I don't know.
Is that King?
Some.
Is that King going in the fight or is that someone else?
No, someone else. For sure.
Oh my
Okay,
lord.
well,
If he did.
traditionally,
Let's go say some roasting action.
King.
I always kept pressing social instead of wardrobe. I was still trying to get used to the mod.
The actual King.
What?
Dum dum. Ow. King. Come here, King. Yeah.
What?
I'm lagging.
I
I'm
know this-
lagging here.
I really feel bad for you, man.
I don't know if it's my. I don't know what's the issue.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think it's my computer because my computer doesn't crash in Roblox.
Minecraft Roblox should be a little-
He was trying to scare me. But it failed. Also, I love the fact I butchered him. He made no sound when he was dying. I thought that was, yeah. And Shane's done this a few times as well. And, like, it's, yeah. Oh, yeah, I paused the fatality moments. I love fatality. I love it. I love that for some.
I don't know. I've never had this issue before.
Well, and again, it might be. It might.
And
be
also,
maybe.
I love the fact, though, when I butchered him, nobody took into consideration on checking on Shane's vitals. I know I'm springing a lot of Among Us subjects right here, but it kind of assumptions within the murder mystery. But like nobody did that, so nobody realized that he was dead.
Because of my internet. My internet is not great, so it might be my internet.
But for that moment right there, it was definitely a clean kill. I got a free clean kill, which I can't complain. But like, not all times you want to do that, you know. I mean, it's not like you can't do that. You know, you could do that, but like, it's not always the play you want to make. But if you're really just wanting to have the murderer have a good chance of winning, plus throw in some spanners on having your fellow innocents not realize that you were dead and all that kind of jazz, by all means, hey, knock yourself out. I like how he's trying to find that room. It's not secret. It's just you don't notice it when you walk in the door.
Secret room? It's not much of a secret. It's just something you never notice.
And this is where I'm going to choke again.
What the?
What
Hello?
Someone hit me.
Yeah, I'm done for. I forgot I did that. Because I was gonna go in that corner. I was gonna go in that corner and just chill there. But when I seen Cookie was there, I'm like, crap. I'm screwed.
Oh.
So it was one of those things I kind of had to ramble. There was no I couldn't get out of the scenario because that's a dead end. There's no way you can get out of that area. That's a dead end.
Yeah, it's not me, I swear.
And once again, Zara butchers me. For real.
Uh-oh.
You got the murderer?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah,
Is it all right?
Yep, murder got butchered in that one.
yeah.
DJ,
It was me.
what's your shame?
But yeah, I got butchered in that one as well, man. That right there was definitely yeah, he was. But unfortunately, he's a member that's no longer going to be a part of future contents with this murder mystery. But yeah, that was definitely that one. It had some improvements, but it definitely had a lot of issues. While we fixed the PvP issue, there was a lot of players that was just playing some moves that should not have been done and everything like that. But hey, that's part of the outcome with this. You know, it's part of the things we're working on improving. And that's also not a reason why I'm doing these streams. Well, we may have a part 3. I don't know. Probably within the time frame how much we have left, we may have to do a part 3. Point is, there's a reason why I'm doing these streams. Just so that way I kind of talk about, you know, where were the advantages, what were the disadvantages, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't like the concept with the people I have within the session. I love it. I love the fact with the people we have. Well, yes, I would love to have more, but I'm working with what I'm working with, and you know that's all right, and that's what we deal with. But part of that is also trying, like I said, try to perfect the issue, also try to work out within the improvements. So yeah. Anyway, I think we got enough time. We should have enough time maybe to do one more, and then what will probably happen is we'll have a part 3 because of how much time we have left, which is not very much. But I think we'll have enough time just to do this one, and then next stream I do, we'll have 2 left. We might try to get both of them in the next stream. It may be 2 separate streams. I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the next murder mystery that I had produced on my channel, which is called "There's a Troll King Among Us." That's a real catchy title. I outdid myself. I feel like I really outdid myself with that. But we're also within another map. We are not in the White Pumpkin Mansion. We are in Vertical. This is actually one of my favorite maps made by one of my fellow content creators that I love that produced the murder mystery content a long time ago. That man is known as Phoenix, again spelled as PHO3N1X. This is one of his maps. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite murder mysteries. While there's actually another murder mystery I want to obtain, which is called Foe's Funhouse. I really want to obtain that. That would be a fun murder mystery, which, for the contrast of that murder mystery, that actually has 4 maps into one. That would be a really fun one to do, but I have not been successful to find a download link for that one. But anyway, let's jump into this one, shall we?
King, how's your day going?
Good. How's yours?
Oh.
It's a small
That's what
gag.
happens whenever you punch.
It's a small gag. Small
My
gag
day-
intro.
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Small gag.
Hello, everybody. JP Mike out here.
Just a
Welcome
small
you back
gag.
to another Minecraft murder mystery, where today we are on the Vertical map. Now, this map was created by the one and only Phoenix, spelled as a
Nostalgia. Nostalgia hit me.
Melbo loves you. With a builder, Star Angelin, and with the
Oh,
builder,
nostalgia. Love it.
39.
Of course, as well, this was a 360 map. So this map was actually converted from 360 to Bedrock, from Bedrock to Java, because like I said last session, I talked about how we were trying to do this all in Bedrock and how not so friendly Bedrock is. Anyway.
Now, who do we have into the game today? King.
King. You were on. This was your moment. This was your spotlight moment. But
No.
Okay, I'll do it myself.
ruined it. Ruined it. You ruined it, man. It was your moment. This was your moment. You could have done better. But no. No.
In today's game, we
So in this, actually, the beginning of this, when I done the who was in the game, I butchered my introduction of myself because I was supposed to say Japan Minecraft myself hosting the map, but instead I said
have David Minecraft yourself host.
yourself. I don't know why I said yourself instead of myself. Probably because of the time frame when I was trying to give King the spotlight, he failed. I'm like, okay, I need to rush into this portion and take over from here because he butchered it. And so I'm like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do this. So yeah, I butchered my introduction, which, you know, happens. And then I will admit, I didn't fully go through the line because I'm like, King. I already kind of introduced King because King was, like I mentioned in the first session, how the introductions are supposed to be done. Whoever I give the spotlight to, not only do they need to mention themselves and not always mention me as well, but like, you know, with mentioning everyone else. So that's why I was like, okay, I done myself. I'm gonna do King.
We have King of Brick.
Because King was also kind of supposed to mention himself along with mentioning me when he got called. But like with me, it doesn't fully matter. But like with me, you know, like I'm the one that hosts these maps. No, that kind of jazz. So that's why I went from there. And then kind of start back from here.
1000, we have Daisy Games, which is a new member. We have Karen in the game. We
Also, for contrast, if I called somebody and you failed to do the job and I take over, that doesn't mean you get the chance to retry within the same session.
have another new member, Master
Shout
Kin,
and
and then I am gonna kill you for interrupting me trying to do the credits of who's in the map. Hi.
And that's what you get, King. That's what you get. You should not have stepped in, son. You should no, son. You should not have stepped in at all. You should not. You failed. You failed miserably to do the job. That's how come I took over, son.
And yes, we have Scout.
I do want to rewind a bit.
You for interrupting me trying to do the credits of who's in the map. Hi. And yes, we have Scout in the
While he messed up so bad, that was editing right there I done because I'm like, it's perfect.
game. All right, are we all ready for some murder mystery action?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Alrighty, before we start, let's do something here.
I feel like the face cam was a bit blurry.
Oops. I
Still not
forgot
used
I
to these
had
command
do
time frames.
This midnight. Everybody grab their tools.
Also, for context, Daisy was a new member, and Ken was too. While Ken, he's from the Smarties crew, he's a Minecraft player. He knows this Minecraft stuff, okay? While he may not know the rules that comes up of murder mystery, he still is a Minecraft player. He knows this Minecraft stuff. Daisy, on the other hand, not so much. She's new to Minecraft the same time frame as Scout was. So, even though she's had Minecraft for a bit longer and she's kind of been involved with Young Life, SMP, mainly, especially since it was more of the Forge stage of things when we were modded with Forge. Give me a sec, we're going to do a quick mute. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to, I noticed something, I needed to deal with it. Otherwise, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, she was a little bit known for the Young Life SMP when it was Forge stage. She kind of slowly got back into it with it being Fabric, but not really. But she didn't know the whole concept of the interactions with Minecraft, like how to, well, I mean, she knew how to move, she knew how to move her character, but like interactions with the UIs or her tools or interacting with buttons and chests and all that kind of jazz. So she was new to this, and while that's, you know, that's another statement, you know, that's all that kind of stuff. I myself right here was trying to be a gentleman, helping her out, and somebody apparently didn't consult the fact of that scenario, and that kind of jazz.
Everybody gets 1 iron axe, 1 bow, and 1 stack of arrows. Alrighty. Who wants to go first in the randomizer?
Deanie.
Oh, who got the book? Who got it? Okay, she's got it.
Daisy. I
Daisy
think
first.
So Daisy accidentally got the book, but because she was trying to get her tools, that was partially my fault because I didn't take into consideration, okay, did everyone get their tools and stuff like that kind of jazz? I kind of just jumped straight away saying, okay, presumably everyone has their tools. Let's go in the randomizer and that kind of jazz. So that's how she got the book by mistake.
That means you click anything.
And technically, Daisy, you did not click nothing. It was actually... Oh boy, I'm probably gonna get yelled at. Anyway,
I'm still trying to get my tools.
so like I said, Daisy, you didn't interact with the buttons. It was Scout that interact with it. You were trying to get in the chest, but kind of got in the crossfire with the whole concept. Of yeah. Oh boy.
But someone pushed me into the randomizer.
Okay.
I did not get a book.
That was me. I got a book.
Okay. Oh,
So-
right click on
I'm
the
gonna get
chest.
that next.
So this is me trying to explain to Daisy on how to interact with things.
And you can get your tools from there.
You can't.
And he's instantly like, "Did you get your book?" I'm like, "No, I'm waiting. I'm a gentleman waiting for Daisy to get her tools and all that jazz." I'm like, I'm waiting.
Your book.
Not yet. I'm a gentleman waiting. I'm a gentleman. Can you see?
Shane,
Okay.
stop
So
pushing
you
me.
got a book. You got a book. Okay. All
I
right.
have a book.
Everyone's got a book.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out inventory stuff still.
E. It's E. And then you can
Yeah.
you can hover over the book. It will tell you what you are, and then you can also click the things.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
to,
trying to get on it.
to hit, you want to basically right
Left click.
left click, and if you wanna aim your bow, you would do right click.
And instantly they were doing whatever they were doing in that room. And instantly King got killed. But that's him for being what he was doing, man.
Is my man already dead?
And I'm like, we haven't even started. We haven't even started. So yeah.
We haven't even started.
Exactly. We haven't even started. So we haven't even physically started. So technically, if someone died, they can come back in because we didn't physically start, man. Gee.
He was that guilty.
I think I was at half a heart already.
And he's like, I think I was having hard already. I'm like, we did not need it. We're not worried about that. We're jumping on. We're
My God.
haven't even started
Bro,
around.
a beautiful story, but we haven't actually begun. I'm here trying to be a gentleman, helping a new player here that's not a Minecraft expertise, and you all in there just playing, love tap. So, yeah,
We might want to get
No.
yeah. Okay, everyone's good. Everyone's got books and all that.
I got
All right.
a book.
And he just punched me like, take your book. I was like, I have a book. I'm just being sure everyone else is ready because, yeah.
Yeah, I got a book.
And it's also me with Channing also kind of using an excuse to connect my controller because I didn't connect my controller.
know my role, all right?
And he's like, oh, do you want to trade roles? I was like, no. No.
Oh, what a trait rolls.
Yeah, no.
And then I realized I forgot to disable achievement announcements. This is the time when I done the second map of this. I did not have full documentation on what I needed to do to set these things up. I do now. Even though there was actually one more mistake I forgot, but I added that on. But yeah.
No, thank you. Oh, I did not realize enchantments, player enchantments are still enabled. Oh well. Oh well. I forgot to make that change. Oh well. Let the games commence. Hey, at least it ain't ratting us out on like if a player died or anything like that. Now just remember that if you die and you were not a murderer, to mute yourself. Also remember the innocents that are alive not to look at your Discord or have your Discord up because that's cheating. And you know what they say, cheaters.
This is when I mentioned about the rule changes, which there was some rule changes. And every time I host a session, I'd say, hey, please note, we done rule changes, and that kind of jazz.
You know, pumpkin eaters, all that jazz.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That was perfect actually when we done white pumpkin.
It really was.
That was real fun.
Yo.
That's kind of right.
And Ain't King just took an aim and it ratted him out. And I'm like, okay, I gotta fix this.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I can fix it.
I made a boo, okay?
Yeah,
I forgot
know,
to turn it
I'll
off.
fix it.
That was my fault.
Announce, achievements, false. There.
I was like, hey, at least it hasn't mentioned and saying if a player died by somebody or not.
Nobody else is gonna get ratted.
And if that did end up being the case, that round would have been instantly over and we would have had to retake the whole entire round along with me doing that fix. But that's beside the point.
Achievements. I'm sorry.
That would have been the case if that happened, which has not happened, and I made sure it hasn't happened, and that kind of jazz.
I need to freaking make a documentation of what I got.
Already done it, past JPD. Already got it.
Setting up this thing. That's future JPD's problem.
Not anymore. He's got it down.
Future JPD's problem, you know. Okay. Alrighty. Who do you guys think the murder could be?
I like how I asked that. I think only one person, I think it was Scout, done to it.
Why am I? Why?
And then Karen kind of just latched on to Scout's latch on, and I was like, why am I not surprised to hear that? I mean, I can say it makes sense.
Why am I not surprised? That's good. That's just get out of that.
It's the mushroom man.
I gotta give it the king. He was clever on saying that. That was funny. But he took it too far. Like I said, there's a limit to said joke. He reached the limit and went way beyond than it needed to be said.
That was good. That
Because I loved it. It was funny. It was funny.
was good. I love the freaking outcome of King. That was great, man. GG, man. GG. That was good.
It's the mushroom.
But till this point, it was not good. It was to that point like went too far.
Man, the mushroom man, the mushroom man is the mushroom man, the mushroom man, the mushroom man.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, that's enough. We get it, Sonny Jim. First concept of bringing it up as a funny joke gag. Funny. But too much. Like I said, limit.
Okay, we got it, Sonny Jim. We got it. We're good. We're good.
I'm hearing something.
Why am I hearing
Oh,
people
I
touching
died
each
as the murderer.
Oh, kid.
So, actually, I'm going to mention to you something in this one. I don't think Ken was actually the murderer in this round. I think it was Scout. For some reason, when I was editing this, the vocals between Ken and Scout's vocals, oh my lord, they're kind of identical. And so, to my concern, I automatically thought, oh, Ken was the murderer, and he was the one that got killed or died, whatever. No, it was actually Scout in this one. I think. I might be fact checked wrong on this, but I feel like it was actually Scout on this one. So, for future context, I think I need to make a notice saying if you die, announce like you, as in vocally you, your name, whatever, to kind of so that way it makes it easier for us to kind of figure out who the actual murderer was. Because I thought it was Ken. And that's why I mentally on this one said, oh, Ken was the murderer, not that catch yeah. It was not Ken on this one, it was Scout.
Yeah.
So that's an edit typo on my behalf, but that was because I thought it was Ken, and that's why. So yeah.
Man.
This only typo you can get me on because that's the typo I didn't realize it. Because even in the recording, I instantly said as well, Ken. Like I thought Ken was the murderer. But, yeah.
Wow,
That was a Ken was the murderer. Wow.
Because Karen corrected me as well, saying Scout was the murderer, and for some reason I thought it was Ken. I took it as Ken, so this is my fault on that one. That's why. So for context, in the future, I think whoever's the murderer, verbally like announce me, your name, I was the murderer, something like that. That way it's easier because when so many people are speaking as well, when you're hearing somebody and as well how their microphone handles their vocals, you can take it as someone else. And that's what happened in that scenario is I took that, like I said, as Ken, because between Ken and Scout, the vocals and the distinct, they sounded kind of alike. And yeah, that was my fault.
Wow. So who killed you?
Because I asked who killed. So Karen was the one that killed Scout, not Ken. I made the mistake because right here we have Ken, unless Scout changed into Ken's skin. That's what I thought was going on there.
Oh man.
But then again, you got Scout right there. So I don't know what happened. Like I said, that round, it was a round, but like I said, there were a few few credentials that just weren't specified in it.
Wow.
There was nothing wrong with the round. The round went fine like it was supposed to. Just some of the credentials on explaining on who was who and all that kind of jazz. Nothing major.
I'm getting kind of great at PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a new transition as well for the rounds.
Alrighty, well, I guess we're gonna go into another round.
I love that. I love it.
Oh no!
Too soon.
Another round.
Yes.
Who would like to go?
Also, for context, in recordings, if I say we're gonna hop into another round, that's where in the segment of the video I'm gonna cut, and then I'm gonna do that segment there, that punch card on what round we're in, and then when I say another round or we jump into or let's get ready to jump into another round or something like that, if we're inside here within the randomizer, that's where it's gonna jump back in. I want to mention that because there's always like in this recording, I think we had issues. People kept talking and I'm like, I'm trying to say the words another round so that way I can cut back in within the recording, because I say that so that way it's easy for me to cut my moments right in the video to put in the card segment on what round we're in. I do that.
Karen going first. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
And I love how they always just bundle.
Goodness gracious. One of these days that bundle is gonna ruin this.
I'll go next.
I mean, it won't make a big deal, but it's gonna ruin the count, like, which is gonna be yeah.
Right click on the button.
And there was a lot of times I end up being last because I'm like,
There you go.
yeah.
And I go last. Last. Oh, for goodness
And King was the one that kept shooting arrows on me.
sakes.
Bye
Alrighty, let the games commence again.
bye.
Are we? Oh, I get the joke pun.
I actually thought his mushroom joke pun came alive
Are we?
because of these mushrooms. I thought that was the legit concept. His mushroom joke came alive because of these. And which would have been a great concept to it. But he's like, I didn't know they were there. I'm like, what? Oh man, that was perfect. You had your legit commentary gimmick starter right there and all that. But he's like, yeah, no, I didn't know they were there. I'm like, really?
Oh,
I
I get the
thought that was
joke
perfect.
pun. The
I thought it was spot on.
mushrooms. Ha ha ha. Very good. Very good.
Oh my god, why is there mushrooms on
I
this?
got-
Me and Karen, we just found
I
those
got it
there,
now, I
and we
got
just
it.
like, all right, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Genius.
That was good.
I didn't notice that last time.
Oh,
And he's like, I didn't notice that last
I
time.
thought
Come
he
on.
actually had a good alibi, man. That would have been good.
Oh man. Oh. Awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
don't know who did that.
Huh?
I just
Who's
got
got a bow and arrow?
oh,
Yeah.
somebody taking some pop shots. Wesley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel. Ki- King.
Ooh.
King made me almost. King got me pretty semi-low. Got
What?
me
Had like
down
what?
to
Like
half.
three hearts or something like that?
About like half of the hearts.
It's like,
One.
Darn.
Oh, that's a
He
little.
punched me hard. That punched me
Ooh,
off.
that's a little
I was like-
incriminating. What you got to say for yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys say, Mr.
I was
King?
without Harry the whole time.
I like how he eventually legit said that, like, you were not there the whole time. You were just there with her, but you're claiming you were with her the whole entire time. And that's where I asked Karen, can you vouch for that? And she's like, no, you weren't, even though the timing between where she automatically just said, no, you were not with me the whole entire time, even though within the middle of the concept of me saying, can you vouch for that?
Can you vouch for that?
He was not.
I think Scout was also saying no too, even though to Scout's concept, he was overriding the fact of him saying to Karen, saying that Karen can vouch for me as in King, saying I was with her the whole entire time, even though that is not the full case. And that's why in that concept, I asked Karen, can you vouch for that? Because he is bringing you in the spotlight. And the fact is simple as, yeah, answer is yes or no. And she instantly is like, no, you weren't. You weren't with me the whole entire time.
He is lying.
Oh.
And I was like, the thing with the King's being so entirely sus, which he is sus regardless. Even if he's not if he's innocent or murder, he's just sus regardless. Even though that's a bad reputation on my man. He needs to really improve.
He's trying.
While he also mentioned that, like, saying, yeah, I need to also improve on not wasting too much of my arrows. I was like, that's a side concept, man. The main concept you really need to be concerned with is not making yourself look like sus. Even if you're the murderer or not, that's just, yeah.
He is
Did I
lying.
know what I was doing? I was working.
And he automatically changed his alibi accusation on he was working. Now, while I know it was kind of a joke gag,
You know?
it worked kind of to his advantage because in this portion of the building in Vertical, there's a lot of office buildings and computers and stuff like that. So,
Oh, you see, I was in
I mean,
working.
I can kind of, I can see his alibi a little.
so that's why I said I could see a bit of his alibi, but like it's not like good enough. It makes sense. It's got logic behind it, but it's not good.
I was working.
Oh.
I did-
Oh.
Wait,
I just kept hearing punching too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I heard a couple.
Someone's getting attacked.
Which with one punch, we should get to the point where if we hear like one punch, not to make a big deal, but if you hear two or more, then it's something you should consider on investigating. Because I feel like with one punch, it's like not even worth considering because that could probably mean like someone's just doing love taps. Which again, if you're trying to do that, just remember there's a limit to said joke. Also, with certain jokes as well, there's certain accusation outcomes they shall be handled.
A couple.
See, love tap.
Nice love tap. Appreciate it.
And just me trying to change my inventory, which I had a weird layout.
I'm gonna go by myself.
What we got going on here?
I instantly said that, but no one latched onto it, which is fine, because this is me trying to figure out what's going on here. Which obviously, if you know who's in my skin, then you know who's in my skin. But the spice does get a little bit more interesting later on.
I'm somewhere.
Ken just looking at two of us. And he's just nodding to Ken.
I'm near Carol.
I'm like, I got my eyes on him.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on him.
I don't see you.
I'm just following him around, and instantly when he turns around and sees me, I'm like, I laugh. And the funny thing is, what I love about this eye animation resource pack is sometimes the animations will do a weird concept with my eyes where it makes it look like I'm shifty looking, like I'm shifting looking to my left and right. Perfect moment right here in this concept because, like, for me right now, he's looking at me, shifty eyes looking back and forth while walking. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. It does it randomly. It's something you cannot control. Now, when you're moving your head and so that, you can control that portion. But like when it does that shifty moment where it closes within my eyes and it moves left and right. Yeah, you can't control that. That's random when it does it.
Totally. Hey, totally not.
You gotta be, you gotta be, you gotta lie.
And he's trying to shoot me. He failed.
Man, if this was a murder mystery 2,
And it's like, if it's a murder mystery tune and we had the gesture role in the play, you would be doing great, a beautiful job, as long as you weren't using your hand tool.
and you were the jester, oh my goodness gracious, you're doing a fantastic job.
Also, for contrast, this is when I had my computer upgraded to 11. I haven't retweaked my Elgato audio, so within this you can actually hear somewhat background interference. Say, for example, a Bamboo P1S or PLS, whatever the printer she's got, but you were hearing that in the background. Printer as in 3D printer. It's not even mine. You were hearing some of that in the background. And then a few other things you were hearing was some RL interferences, kind of. Not towards me, but within the surroundings. It sucks. It sucks. But you could just hear that.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Well, Bamboo makes pretty good printers. I will vouch. Bamboo does pretty good printers, but like, yeah.
I've got a full Harry. That's full Harry.
And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this?
Why?
Oh, wait, what?
Why, man?
I'm like trying to keep a good distance away from my man, but it doesn't help the fact when I'm inside of a cubicle and kind of trapped within a cubicle.
Where are you at?
I am nowhere near.
And I'm like, I am not gonna be a part of this.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I've had enough. I'm moving on.
But oh boy, does it get more interesting.
Oh no way! No way! Oh, this is just beautiful.
That's what we
This
call.
is beautiful.
That's what we call a big stitch up right there, man.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. This is great. It's a
For
proper
real.
Frame up was what I like. to see.
Frame up, stitch up, same thing.
It's a real proper frame up. I've lost them. Wow. Oh.
Just watch that. Wait for it. I love this. I love when like if my character looks up, you see my eyes just open wide, like huh? I love it. Well, ask you might want to ask yourself that question. That's all I gotta say. But I love that. It's so funny. It's just,
I love it.
it's just, and he's just like waving his sword. Which, for context, even if you're an innocent, you can do that. It's just like if you're trying to pretend to be a murderer as an innocent, you can do that. You just can't do the impacts on a person only like one time. But like if you're doing it multiple times, that person you're doing it to can take that as they're being killed.
My
Anyway.
eyes look up like that. I love that. Oh my lord.
And I knew he was shooting an arrow. I don't know who shot above, but as soon as I knew he shot an arrow, I'm like, I'm retreating.
Oh!
But he prepared. He predicted this moment. I'll give it to him. Again, there's a limit to said joke, and I still don't realize the fact that there's a limit to said joke.
Okay, stop cheating.
Wait, see? Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Okay.
Stop it.
Leave me alone.
Can I shut up?
And I was trying to be all detective spy, trying to do all I could, but I couldn't.
Sneak a tip, but I can't really make it work.
Just do some peekaboos right here, but the two peekaboos is actually me just trying to see what's
Okay.
going on down there.
So supposedly everyone's still alive, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? It's time for a proposal. 45 seconds of silence.
Got the stopwatch back.
45 seconds of silence.
It's still somewhere in my room. I can't have found it yet.
How many?
45.
Okay.
45 seconds of silence starts now.
I was trying to set it down on my keyboard, but it wouldn't set down on my keyboard. That's where half my time frame went. You can just hear it. And I was like, yes. Made a little sound effect. Yeah. Probably the last one. Well, kind of the last one. The last little bit with the last one was not great, but like the beginning of it, the last one was.
Alrighty. 45 seconds of silence has ended. Time for the roll call. King of Bricks, are you alive?
The murderer is dead.
See, with Karen on this one, she died. She could have just announced it. Because if you were the murderer and you died, you could have instantly just ended that moment of silence being like, yeah, I was the murderer, I died, that way you didn't have to wait. Not a big deal, but like, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah,
The murderer is
The
dead.
murderer's dead? Oh, yeah, so... Oh, what? So...
Because I was confused on this moment, and I was like trying to figure out what's going on here.
The murderer is dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Because okay, so the thing is, when people kept saying the murderer is dead, to me, I wasn't taking that in like, oh, you were the murderer, you died. That's where I was confused, and that's like what? What's going on here? Because it wasn't physically being announced by that actual person. You know, well, their vocals, but not like their name in general. So,
Who was
yeah.
the murderer then?
See, me and King were both confused.
Yeah. Oh, you were the murderer.
I was the murderer.
Oh, okay, so, yeah, fun, interesting fact,
So that was like a silent, awkward moment. Like, wait, what's going on here? Huh? But yeah.
if you are the murderer and you do die, even with a, a moment of silence, announce it anyway, just so that way it just makes it quicker, but...
I mean, I will admit, with a moment of silence, after the moment of silence, even though it was announced and it does not put an impact with the April Fool's joke, it still makes sense because every little second counts of how much time we can get within these sessions. So, yeah.
Yeah, on that bombshell, I guess,
That was another quick round.
And I was about ready to go to the portion of being like, on that bombshell, another round, but got a little bit interrupted by King, like, saying that was another quick round, which
that
again,
was
it's not bad concept, but like if I'm in the portion of my vocals are already about to the portion if I were to say I'm not around, you can't squeeze in that concept if I'm already at the proportion of already to say I'm not around.
Another quick round, man.
So you never killed me? I straight king.
I seen. I was gonna say. I when I seen.
But I will give him credit that he did save that concept for me to say those exact words because, well, he did sprinkle in a little bit of interesting info with this round. I will give him grace for that.
3 GPDs. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. We're gonna have ourselves a stitch up moment of me. I was
turn us into survival. Yay.
Yeah.
so yeah.
I died. I fell off.
Oh, you fell off the map.
You fell off.
And I again, I'm probably gonna put this. I think this was Scout again. He fell off the map. We didn't know because he didn't make a sound of him actually being fall to his death, which I did. Oh wait, it's not this. It's not this video. It's gonna be the next one. I gotta criticize about something about that. I'll do it next time.
Yeah, that's what Heights does, man. That's what Heights does. Anyway, on that bombshell, let's jump into another round.
Oh boy, I've already read the title of this. Now, I like to do these if I can, because they're kind of funny. But there are times I won't do these because there's just not enough time within the video to do it. But this one included them. So yeah.
Another round. You know what? I'm gonna go first.
Got murder for this one right here. Yeah. Let me just say, I got crushed real bad with this.
I'll go second. I'll go third then.
I guess I'm going next.
Also, for contrast, so there's actually another round, which is the second video. That round, after that round got complete, was this round. That round is actually its own video. That's how come we're not talking about it right now. But yeah, so 2 rounds within each other, I got the murder roll. But this one right here,
Wait, guys, hold on. I need to put my foot back.
Wait, you didn't
it didn't count because of that.
put your book back.
Genius.
Total bricks!
Oh,
Total bricks, bruh! Total bricks for ya!
bro, bro.
And I'm like trying to
Bro!
swipe to my sword to kill him. To kill him
Oh
for
my
this.
god.
And Daisy's like trying to give him grace, like he may have been AFK or something like that. If he was, he should have said something before we started. Because I don't recall him ever saying, I am AFK. That I don't recall. I just don't. I don't recall it at all. Otherwise, we would have waited until we known he was back to put his book back. That rhymed. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but that rhymed. So yeah.
Put your books back. Tape 2.
Take 2.
Yep, your vocals. But yeah, I lost it. I lost the murder roll because of him, man. But, Ken accidentally dropped his book. Now, because these books, the roll is labeled onto the actual book itself. You can't like easily pass the book back. Now, if it was one of those deals where the books didn't have the labeling on them, but like you can open it up to see the roll, then it would have been savable. But yeah. But because he dropped his book, this man picked it up.
Whoa. Did you pick up his
I
book?
got 2 books.
Ken dropped his book. Tape 3. Tape 3.
Yeah, there was not fun times. Let me just state the record. Tape 3 is the actual
Alright, hang on.
concept where we actually get emotion.
Muted again.
Alright, you want me to go? Or
Go ahead, King. Before me.
I'll go.
Go ahead, JP.
I got my eyes on you.
I just said that because I'm done with this, man. Come on. Please proceed out of the randomizer room with no issues. And he punches me while I'm trying to put my book in my inventory.
Oh man.
And I was just I almost ended my own life there. Almost.
Oh wow.
And I almost just.
Honestly, because we set foot in the map, if I did die, I would have been alright with it. Because then I would not have had to deal with these guys. I would not have had to deal with it.
Myself.
But yeah.
That one was on me. That was on me. I made it, baby.
Yeah, we both almost died. We both.
For 20.
That accent. I have too much fun with my accents.
I should have saved that gag for the map I had up.
Gag. 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 That's not on this video. It's the next one.
Coming away.
Also, it's a short too.
Office?
Okay, I want to say something right here. When King was dying, you know, he called out his location. You know, great.
What floor?
But I asked the question, what floor?
Building 1, I think.
Building 1. That's not the answer to that question. The answer to the question would have been what office floor you are on. So, for example, we would just say take the top floor. Take top floors like 1, 2, 3, since we technically don't go from bottom to top. We just revert it. But he didn't say what floor. I'm like,
That doesn't help. That just tells us what building you were with the floor.
exactly. And building 1 is the only building that actually had the actual offices and stuff, construction done. Because building 2 didn't really have much within the office related stuff done. And then building 3, you know, same thing.
Oh my lord. Oh, he's still alive. He's still alive.
Murder's down, murder's down, murder's down.
Ah, Daisy.
He was proud of himself for getting that one. But his call out, like I said, it could have used some work.
See, it ain't easy, ain't it? It ain't easy.
This was a quick
It's
round. I will
not
admit.
easy. That's why I.
And I think in this concept, he was still talking about how happy and successful he was in this round. I'm like, that's great, man. But we're jumping into the next round.
That's why it took so long for me to do it. All right, let me go back to spawn. Well done, King. Yeah, I gotcha.
Technically, anyone who died, or if the murder died, could reset the game too. They just instantly have to go into not this one.
I don't want.
I almost did,
Spectator. There we go. All right.
but the one that's behind me that says reset all.
Let's do another round. Another round.
So for contrast, when we were in the randomizer, they were still talking about last round. I'm like, I've already said the words. Let's do another. Let's do another round, or we're doing another round. So I'm like, I need to get the words of another round in there.
Another round.
So that's why I yelled it a lot. I'm like, another round. Let's get into this another round. Great, Green. I'm glad you're excited you managed to succeed in the last round, but we're on to the next round.
Hold on. It's my Discord request that I need to fix.
Yeah. It helps when you got yourself a stream in that.
Alright, I'll go next.
Ladies first. Last. I cannot help doing that accent. Last. Sound like Kiki the koala. So far I got to go.
Yeah, that was the worst impression ever of Kiki the koala. I will agree.
We go again.
Oh my god, that was the worst
Now this round right here, I'm gonna get real salted. I'm gonna get real salted indeed.
impression I did over Kiki. Oh well. Anyway, alrighty, let the games commence.
And I just seen Karen fall down there. It's like, you alright? But mind you, she didn't really see me, so she's like, huh? She didn't realize I was talking to her.
You alright?
I'm surprised, like, if someone was to say something, you would think that, like, anybody that's within the game would stop, look around, and see, like, where is me? Is he talking about me and that kind of thing? But I don't think, yeah, that didn't happen here. She kept, like, walking around.
Alright.
Plus, she didn't hear the fact because my accent, because I was saying, you alright? But I put an accent on it, and the accent I know was terrible.
That's
See, I figured you didn't see me, but like I'm saying, you know, like if like someone says something, you would think everyone else would be like, they would stop, consult around them, and be like, oh, okay, because like I've mentioned, you know, like I don't like people mentioning or people here unless they're requesting them. So like you would think something like that.
It's a downstairs.
Plus, like if you realize, oh, that I'm here like talking to you, you would mention it back, and then to everyone else, they'll consult, be like, oh, okay, they're with each other. While it's not officially announced, it's still something they can consult in, realizing because of how the communication is happening between each other. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for context, when I was the
Murderer of the round that's not in this video, the next one,
yes, I
which we'll talk about next stream.
was kind of latching on. It was me, but I was also trying to point out all those tactics and everything that innocents should take on, even as well if you're the murderer. That was the whole outcome of that round. While yes, it was slow and painful. That was the idea of that round. You may not get it again, but just saying.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say, just for the fun lows and the gags, that it is king of bricks.
Yeah, okay.
I knew you'd say that.
And also, I like how I said, for the lows and the gags, he didn't consult that information, but he consulted the fact that I was throwing him under the bus.
Knew it.
And he's like, yeah, okay. And I was like, I expect that to come out of you, you know, it makes sense.
I'm not saying that's who I.
And I legit was specifying, saying, I'm not saying that's who I think it is. I'm just throwing that out there as a gag of an accusation.
That's.
And he's like, you have no proof. I'm like, dude, I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying it as a low, the lows and the gags, as in I'm not saying it like my suspicions is 100% you. I'm just saying that for the funsies.
Look, I said for the lows and the gags.
So for context, my man King of Bricks, he doesn't use headphones like these. He uses Apple earpieces or Apple headphones or whatever. My man, I feel like you really might need to consider on looking in some better pair of headsets. Granted, they don't need to be fancy like these, because I know that there's a D benefit with these. I've already seen my man DNT with the D benefit. But these, the quality, the sound of these things, they're good. I feel like that's part of your issue. And the other part of that issue is, like I said, you have one earpiece off or something. I'm not saying these are your issues. I'm just saying these could be your issues. But still.
And I wasn't seriously meaning it was you.
Oh, okay.
That's not who I think my suspicion is. I'm just saying that for the lows and the gigs. I hear the Minecraft UI
So I heard that in my headphones. For some reason, that's not in the recording.
picking up on someone's microphone.
There's something I know that did get picked up.
What are we
Oh,
doing, sir? Working? Working on the computer?
Yes.
We're doing some coding?
What
Yeah,
coding?
see?
That's
What coding?
It's totally not my hiding spot.
for context, even though the coding, it was a gag and it was done within around, which is like I said in the next video, you could have just left it like that with the gag. You didn't need to mention like totally not my hiding spot of changing skins. You didn't need to mention that. You could have just went along with the gag and therefore be all right. You could have just left it like that and be like, yeah, you know, just doing some coding. Which there's, like I said, there's a funny gag to that conversation. That gag is actually a lot more pre-tell within the next video, which, like I said, we're not going to get within this recording. We're not recording stream. I'm not going to get within this one.
freaking the best.
But this portion right here, this is where I'm going to get salty.
Yeah?
Okay? I got one slap. I got one slap at a king. He's holding his sword. All right? One slap. It jumped me. Okay? It jumped me. I thought, okay, what was he doing? Is he trying to do a love tap with the sword? Okay. He does one to Daisy. Then I'm
Oh,
walking.
yeah.
I'm walking back here. I am legit within my distance, trying to stay away from him because to me, that moment, I can't take that like if I'm being killed or not.
Hey.
Hey,
Comes towards me, walks, swings once. Okay, he misses. Swings twice, hits me, and I'm like, okay, now I can take it as a death. Now I can take it as a death. And then I tried to get a swing back at him, and then I die. And then Daisy there, so technically she witnessed it. She could attempt to attack King. She did not announce it though. She should have announced it saying like she's seen the action happen. And like if she it's not an axe in this one. It's a sword. Because he forgot the concept if you're trying to troll not to use your hand tool. He forgot that concept. That's how come at the end of the session what happened is what happened. Because you were technically the murderer in this one. But having that being said, Daisy did witness it, and I think she was trying to attack King for killing me. She did not mention it though, and that's where Daisy you messed up. You should have also mentioned saying you witnessed the murder, because technically, you could have left on and been like you could. Okay, so technically you couldn't mention on who the murder was, but you could mention saying that yes, I was dead. You witnessed my death, and you did try to defend my my honor of being killed, but was not fully successful because you lost sight of King. I'm just saying that for concept, but like,
Whoa.
I don't know.
cause I'm like,
wait, did JP die? Wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck just happened? What?
Oh.
What?
What is going on?
Cause
Hello?
Because it also got me very confused too, because he was doing a shuffle. He was doing a shuffle between me and Daisy, and he finished me off. I'm like, what?
Wait,
So in this whole entire session, I thought he was the murderer
wait.
because he killed me. And yeah,
I think we should do a roll. I think JP died.
No, you
JP?
didn't.
I hear
think
that
he's
stupid Monopoly game sound effects from my background.
dead.
No, you didn't. I saw him.
Wait. Wait, that sounds suspicious.
Because I went to go straight away to Discord and mute myself, and I'm
Why are
like,
you trying to act like he did?
what was
Like,
that?
That
What
sucks.
Heck
If
was that?
you want to see JP, I know where he is.
And he's automatically trying to get himself clean by being as my skin, which
He's downstairs.
it fails miserably because of how sus he presents things.
JP's right.
And the fact as well, like how he said, JP sees Daisy, right? If you're saying that, King, but you're not present, you're throwing yourself under the bus because you're throwing out an accusation of someone else, even though you're in their skin, but yourself as present not being there as yourself.
Near you. I'm right near Daisy. So.
And you automatically also saying like, I'm right near Daisy and all that kind of jazz. But where's King? Where's King in the picture? You are me. You're the one as me, but you're not in the picture. You're in the picture as me, not me as myself.
It could be King
See?
disguising.
Because automatically you're saying C to Scout as me, not as yourself. See, that's where you're throwing your sus level so high. And I think in this, like I said, the sus level can be like a 95%. It's not a 99% because this is one of those scenarios where not everybody can vouch that everyone else gets a green card except for King. But this was like a 95% chance right here.
King is JP.
Or not 95% chance, but 95% right there.
No, I'm upstairs.
Oh, he's
now.
throwing
And he was legit trying to throw me under the bus.
me under the bus. Well played, sir. Well played.
Also, for context, yes, I am spectating within King's head, so whenever he's jumping, all that, that's him, not me.
I think he's
No,
dead.
JP.
I think.
Yeah,
I think he's dead. Yeah.
same.
That's
No,
why he's
JP.
white.
And Daisy's the only one that could technically vouch for my death, but she didn't because she didn't know.
No,
If he would be
JP.
really talking about me.
I proved that wrong.
And
And he's quiet.
because I didn't want that to always be the case.
Yeah, I know, but my deaf was not.
My deaf, like I said, my deaf was not like a genuine sound deaf because it was a deaf of confusion, a deaf of something's going on here, a deaf of like I didn't know how to proceed.
Not genuine because I was. When,
I hear something.
I hear something. being changed.
Leave me alone.
kid just.
I like the concept, the commentary with Ken. I just like it.
Being punched with the iron axe.
There's a lot of punch.
Thank you. It wasn't. Wait, wasn't it Iron X? I guess it was. Oh yes, yes, it was an Iron X. Because the swords is a bird with the skin pack or not skin pack, resource pack.
I don't trust this person.
Couldn't remember.
It could be JP. It may not be. I don't know. I don't know who this could be.
Guys, I'm downstairs.
I like how it says I'm
I think
downstairs.
JP is up where you guys are.
How would you know? Unless you're me. See, that's the thing. When you're throwing out these alibis, you're presenting them in a way that doesn't seem irrelevant and also is throwing the concept of you being in my skin.
I don't know. JP's
I don't know about that.
dead. I
What?
think JP's dead.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I
there's
think
a lot of
JP's dead.
slapping
What?
happening.
No,
Yeah, you're, why
the
do you
same
have
one
that
is-
out? Why do you have that out?
There's a
Why do
lot of
you
slapping.
use it? Yeah, why do you have that
That's
out?
a
The murderer
Why you
usually
have that out?
That way. Put that
Alright,
away.
alright, alright.
the murderer usually has that
Oh.
weapon.
And actually, there's the funny thing is when people kept asking, why you have your axe out? Why you have your axe out? Why you have your axe out? He admits the fact that he puts away his axe. Like, instantly, you're writing yourself out. But like I said, even with this being the case, you still cannot put 100% of King being the murderer. You still got, like I said, witness the action happen visually. So even though he's put his percentage bar at like 95%, there's still that 5% you gotta wait for.
Oh, you're king.
No.
And he's like, oh no. I never admit I put away my axe. I never admit that. JPD was the one to put away his axe. And I'm like, oh, he goofed up. He goofed.
Oh.
And they're latch. I was like, they're latching on. They're latching.
Nah, JP is dead. He would be talking or humming right now.
Anything to have commentary, but no one else does the commentary because no one else records this. Only I do. I wish a lot of other people that I have as within the crew that are content creators do record this because they would probably enjoy this. But yeah, no, I'm the one that does.
Oh my god.
Yeah, JP is
I need to
definitely
know.
dead. He's definitely dead.
Definitely dead.
He's just wandering around. Maybe he doesn't wanna.
How would you know if I'm wandering around with you not being present? See, you're just throwing so much sus out that everybody automatically knows you're me.
Spectator, sure, man. Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
JP's recording, so he doesn't need dead air. I know that.
I like how Daisy take that into account. I've already kind of threw that card away.
Yeah.
Or overwrite that card.
JP's
Maybe this
recording,
was
so
a new.
Keeping a close eye on you.
Maybe this is a new way of taking a commentary. Silence.
Well, I mean, it can be. I could do something like that.
I've already done it.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh my god.
One of these sessions, I will
Yo,
do
he's
it for
shooting
fun.
me.
Bro, he's dead.
Oh,
So this is funny.
leave me alone.
This is funny right here. This is funny.
What's
Maybe.
this? Is this meat shield?
He's doing something.
Don't worry.
Tried to-
He
Who
fell.
tried to
This is
push
funny.
me off?
He fell
Come on.
gracefully.
Come on.
Who tried to push me off? You should
Yo.
have cleaned someone.
Oh,
Yo,
get in here, get in
whoa.
here, get in here, get in here.
Yo, this JP. If it is JP,
See, I'll vouch for that, Scart, because you're saying this JPD. So it's not like you're fully vouching me. You're saying somebody in my skin. I'll vouch for that. While it's not fully ideal, I'll vouch for it.
They're trying
Doesn't
to
seem to
kill.
be JP.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still running out of time. Are you kidding me? You know
No,
what?
I'm
We
gonna
only
go
got like
ahead and-
8 minutes. I'm gonna get this done. I want to get this done.
I feel like the
Down with the king.
Long live the king. Nice.
Down with the king.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is funny. This is funny right here. He put himself in the worst spot ever. And technically, you're not supposed to be up here after a round starts. Now, I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of fun info.
He's in the spectator.
I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of fun intel here.
But that's a trap. I fixed it.
Okay, well, I kind of mentioned it, but that's the side point. So, interesting fact. The first session we done in this map, I had recording problems. That was on my behalf. But I had this set up to where you could easily walk back to the top floor. The problem was players kept, my crew kept abusing it and kept using the high grounds to snipe and all that. So, I had to get rid of the pressure plates because I'm like, no, because you're not supposed to be back up here. But yeah, regardless, you're not supposed to be up here anyway. After round starts, like, yeah. Once you go through those doors and go down the ladder, you're not supposed to be on this top floor. But yeah. But I fixed it, so he made a boo-boo. So he legit trapped himself up there.
He's so toast. He is so toast. He is toast. He is toast. He is toast.
And everybody would come up there. The bad thing, well, is that everybody would always stick to him. So even if he was to make a move, if he was the murderer, which he was not the murderer, but he was pretending to be one. But either way, with that being said, everybody kept sticking together. They wouldn't actually like spread out to give him a chance to kill. So like, yeah.
Down with the
Oh!
And he took a couple waves, but
With the king.
Yeah.
he took a couple waves, but not everybody was latching on to that. Okay, that actual attack is happening.
Where's Karen and all of this?
And the fact that he also said, "Where's Karen in all this?" Again, how would you know that intel if you weren't present?
I'm gonna
Oh,
really
he
do
admitted
this.
it.
You know, I think I'm gonna say
And I'm like, he admitted it.
JP is near you.
He admitted.
And he was trying to throw the Uno reverse card, being like, "Oh, JPD's near you all." That kind of jazz.
I don't know where I'm at. No,
I think I'm near Karen. Karen's
And he's like trying to say, "Oh, I think I'm near Karen and all that."
I have nothing in my hand. You must,
And he's like, "I have nothing in my hand."
you have to tell JT to put
And he's like, "You have to tell JP." I'm like, "Dude, I'm dead watching you being such an absolute scrub, sussy boy in my skin." In my skin, trying to throw a lot of spanners. Oh my lord.
you know,
Yeah, this round was so this was so messed up, this round.
He's latching on me hardcore,
All
man.
you gotta do is say JT.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
All
this
you
thing.
And the fact is, wait. And oh, somebody changed the king's
Put
skin.
himself in the
That's all you
persona.
gotta do. Otherwise,
Okay, watch, wait. There is something I gotta point out.
Oh my goodness, somebody's helping the murderer.
Wait for it.
see, guys, that's me. See, that's me right
Oh,
there.
now he's
in the,
latching on to
the
that.
crown. So, yeah, I'm that.
But the fact he's doing that now.
Okay, so I can't recall this portion right here, but like he kept moving his head, pointing towards the person in king's skin, which was Ken, saying like, "See, that's me right there." But you're showing that physically announcement under me. I'm like, dude.
That mouse identical. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is king. No,
I
no,
think
that's
this is
that's
king.
that's-
I think
No, no.
He's not fully busted, but
I guess
he's enough to say, yeah. The only opportunity of him being busted is if everybody witnessed him making that kill.
true, JPD.
Everybody did it witness him making that kill, so he's not physically busted, but he is.
This is where action happens. This is where he goes rampage. This is where he goes rampage.
Rampage!
and then he tries to leg it after he realized he had too much.
Get him up.
But he got butchered. And because of that, okay, so he got butchered. I immediately was excited. He got butchered. But here's an outcome right here. This is what should have happened. And then what didn't happen is what, what's going to happen, okay? So if he unmuted himself saying, wait, guys, I was not the murderer. That, while it would have been a big moment right there, it would have saved this game to have it resumed for the actual murder to do their job of what they needed to do. But because that didn't happen, this is what happened.
First off, King, when you slapped me and whoever else was in there, I didn't realize I was being attacked. I'm like, what? I'm like, because I made a couple sounds like, oh, I'm getting a couple slaps, big deal. But when you were doing that shuffle, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I was being attacked. And when it was too late, I'm like, ah. But wow.
Even though I talked about that scenario right here, I talked about this scenario. It probably could have still been saved if he had admitted he was not the murderer. But
it was King.
When I got to right here, when I was about to go back to the spawn point.
King, man, that was.
I saw JP die actually.
When I go right here,
I man, that was
reset everybody. That's where that round is done for. That's where that round's done for. It cannot be resaved after that moment. So if you had said something as soon as you could have, or at least as soon as that scenario happened, that would have been amazing. Because then I could have saved that round. Yes, it would have been a big plot twist to the case, to this round. It would have been a big plot twist, indeed. And it still probably would have had a really good ending to it, but not the ending right here we're about to see.
I mean, you were really chucking yourself on that busted moment, but you couldn't still be 100% busted because not like everybody witnessed it, but like you were still chucking yourself on the busted concept. Anyway, do we want to do one more round or do we want to call it here?
Yes, I'm up for another round.
Yeah, right. King?
I think I'm gonna head out because I'm tired.
This is when we called it, which is fine.
I think I'm gonna head out.
Okay, alright, then we'll call it here. We're gonna call it here.
Yep.
Alright. Well, hope you guys did enjoy today's murder mystery video on the vertical map. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit
Wait
subscribe
for it.
Also, don't hit that notification bell.
Wait, was I muted the whole time?
Promo!
Because you had yourself unmuted this whole entire time when you were trying to say something to us, we were not hearing you. This is why. I don't know in this recording if you were using your Discord on the app or the web browser, but this is why you need to use your Discord on the app and have your stream deck where you could see your Discord vocals. Like I can easily go to my Discord right now. So if I go to my Discord, so that's on page 4. If I click on me, I can easily see like if my microphone's red or not. I can also see where on the main call, if I want to press in or not, I can easily press that. Or if I'm deafened or not, I can see that. So I can easily look down. If it's purple, that means I know I am not muted. But if it's red, that means I'm muted. This is why stream decks, they're clutch if you use them right. Because then you could easily look down and be like, yeah, okay, I'm not muted and that kind of jazz. But because of that, that's, yeah. Also, Ken taking the slaps too far. Again, there's a limit to said joke. Taking the slaps too far.
Yes, you were not when you were muted.
What I was trying to
Who's
say
next?
was, I was innocent the whole time. I could
And then because there were so many slaps going on, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put myself in creative.
for that round again.
Wait,
And because he meant it, he was not the murderer, but he was the innocent. Oh my lord, that just threw like a big outburst to this round.
wait.
And I was trying to talk to him face to face, but people kept coming in, slapping him, and then
Wait.
I was innocent in the Great Meat costume. If there
because I'm trying to look at him face to face, and in between Ken and Scout, they were slapping and then killed him. Which I didn't add the there because I'm like, there's not a good time to add the because I'm legit trying to talk with this man face to face.
Murderer, then yeah, that was not you.
Wait.
That was you.
I saw somebody in a
Wait, who? Wait.
Because that would throw us so confusion on this round. I'm like, what was going on here?
Did the murderer die?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
And I'm like, are you kidding me, King?
no.
Are you kidding me, King? Are you kidding me, King? Why?
King, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm like,
you
no.
freaking rigged this.
You rigged it. You broke this whole entire game, and I'm like,
my goodness gracious. Well,
Hey, I was muted still from the last round, and I forgot to.
again, like I said a little while ago, before you died, if you had unmuted yourself and say you were not the murderer before everyone got teleported back to spawn, that could have saved the round. Yes, it would have been a mind-blowing plot twist, but it would have saved the round, therefore could have still continued on. But because of that, man, that's how come this just was the end.
so
I was,
wait. So
I was the murderer.
are you were the murderer this round?
Yes.
Oh my God! Hashtag
For
blame
real.
King.
For real.
Hashtag blame King.
For real.
Oh my goodness, bro. You know, at this rate, you are banned from Murder Mystery for a day. Next session, you ain't allowed back.
I was courteous and revoked his ban because we took quite a few weeks break before we done our next session, and I needed somebody. And I'm like, you know what? With the amount of weeks that went on by since this session, I'm like, you know what? I'll give you another shot. So yeah.
How about that,
Oh well.
bro?
Oh my god. King fall.
Well,
But over here.
hopefully you guys.
But yeah, that's pretty much the end with this one. Yeah, that in that last round, like I said, King really broke it so bad. Like I said, even though he was trying to do as a funny gag, being innocent as a murder, you don't do that with your hand tools. Now if you're trying to do it like one time, but any other time use your fist, your bow, your arrow. Otherwise, you'll do what you done where you just killed me. And that was a big frustration moment. And Daisy, like I said, Daisy, since you witnessed it, I know you were trying to defend, you were trying to kill King for doing that. You could have also announced that you did witness, me dying, even though, like I said, my death didn't sound that real genuine, but you could have done that and you could have got everyone else's attention to where, like, okay, well, Daisy witnessed it. Daisy know who the actual murderer is, even though King was not the actual murderer, but being the troll snitch or the Dodo Bricks troll, whatever. But yeah, that's how that round ended out. It was like I said, the couple of the rounds were pretty good, but like there were some rounds we had issues and stuff like that. I will tell you this with the overall, I feel like we had a bit more improvements, but then again, we have to also take in mind we had 2 new players within this session, so it was still a learning curve. Anyway, unfortunately, we do not have any more time within today to continue on, but I want to say we definitely got quite a bit in. So the next time we stream, we're going to be doing this one round right here, which is on the same session we did with Vertical, except for this one right here is just dedicated to myself, of me being the murderer, and we'll talk about how that one went, like all that kind of jazz. And then we will do the latest murder mystery I have, which is on the Minor Text Manor V2, which eventually I would like to do another session on that, but unfortunately we're gonna have to end it here because I don't have any more time as it is, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to end it here. I do apologize on that, but yeah, thank you very much for those that did stop on by today's stream. I know it was a bit of an early one, which, hey, I got the opportunity. I'm like, I'm gonna take it. I'm going to take this opportunity. So I took it. So anyway, before we do go, I want to quickly give a shout out to people we did have in the live chat. We had my man King Bricks in the live chat. And apparently, just Karen, that was it. Understandable. This was a bit of an early stream, not a lot people would probably been able to attend to it. Again, I apologize, but I had the ability, I had the time to do it, so I went ahead and did it. So anyway, if you are new to the channel, you don't want to miss any other videos or stream, not a lot like this, but other content I do on the channel, such as Young Life SMP, more future murder mystery content, and all that kind of jazz. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I do new streams or videos. Apart from that, I have been your host, Shapen and Market. You've all been the audience, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.